Yo, 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 what's up, guys? This is Hunter Smith coming at you with another episode of From the Crown Down podcast. I'm here with the same guys as usual. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Brody Frugier, a.k.a. Brody Burns.
The food. Yo, 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 it's your boy Gabe, a.k.a. Gabe Eats, a.k.a. Courtesy Jackson.
And I'm Ty. And you know, I felt bad and really self-conscious because I didn't have an AKA.
Okay.
Turns out Ty is my AKA.
Ooh.
Don't say my real name.
Oh.
Oh. Why can't I
Ty's
say
the
your real
AKA.
name?
Because I want to keep it a secret.
Okay.
There's
That's
only
not.
like 2 people that have ever called me that.
Yeah. So Ty isn't his name.
Nope.
It's his. Is it your
Cap.
middle name?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got 2 first names.
Yeah.
First 2. All right. So we have something. You know. Well, let's start into this. How was your guys' weekend? Was it good?
I worked a lot,
You worked a lot.
just work.
You made a lot of money.
definitely, but
Got chased by dogs.
Chased by dogs. No, weekend. You didn't work this weekend, did you?
Oh, yeah, I thought you said a week.
No.
the laugh.
Yeah. Well, all I did yesterday was I went and played golf, and then I watched the fights last night. But that's just another story we'll get into. Ty, how was your weekend?
That was fine. It was actually the first one. I didn't have like a shitload of plans.
Yeah.
I just relaxed.
Yeah. Well, actually, we have something special to open the show up with today. Me and Ty got on the phone, and we talked. And you guys didn't get to hear the very first recording we did, so you didn't really get to hear it. But Gabe claims to be a good actor.
Oh, my God.
Start sweating. Start sweating.
Why are
So-
we starting with this?
So
Got
so now, you know, this isn't bullshit anymore. So now we're gonna put you on the spot with a scene, and you gotta act it out, buddy.
Yes, sir.
I like this
So
idea.
early.
I like this
Everybody's gonna contribute to the scene too, since we're gonna come
Okay.
up with a scene for you.
All right.
So Brody, what's going on in the scene? We'll add. Me and Ty will add to you. Is there anything you wanna start with to the scene?
At least give us a location or something.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at a convenience store.
Okay. We're at a convenience store,
We're at a convenience store.
like a gas station.
Yeah, like a gas station.
Okay.
Circle K.
Is it like late night?
Okay.
early?
You're pumping gas when
Alright.
someone comes up to you.
This dude pulls a knife.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, so does he pull it immediately, or he's walking up to me, I see him, and then he pulls it? Or does he, like, as I see him, he's pulling it?
Y'all have a conversation first, and then he pulls
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You're just talking to him normal. He's asking you about some change or maybe
Yeah.
if he can get a couple dollars
Hey,
on
are-
pump 3.
Yeah.
And,
He
and
looks
my
homeless.
character is me.
Yeah, you're
Right?
you.
That's
You're-
right.
alright,
You know what?
yeah,
No,
No.
you're Fred
Yeah. You're Fred. You're 42. You got a
Okay.
wife and 2 kids.
in the back.
Yeah, they're in the back.
Ex-military.
So I'm stressed.
All right. Yeah,
Alright.
you're on high alert.
Yeah, you're ex-military.
Alright.
That means
Yeah.
you're sophisticated.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So don't dishonor any military guys.
yeah.
out
But
there.
you're not like
Thank you
cool
for your service.
ex-military. You're like office job ex-military.
Yeah, you're like National Guard,
Like a recruiter.
but it's still
kinda.
cool with National Guard. It's still
Yeah,
cool.
no. But you just had your MOS was a.
You got is it honorably discharged or dishonorable discharge?
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's what he got.
Okay,
Okay,
that's what Fred's got.
that's what Fred's got.
Yeah,
Before we continue, thank everybody for y'all's service. You know,
yeah. Shout
appreciate
out
it.
service
For
for
real.
real.
Thank y'all.
but okay, let's go.
All right, so do you want me to be the guy walking up with the knife?
Yeah.
Okay, what's my motive, Todd? Do I want money?
You're a bum.
Do I want to sleep
Dude,
with his
you're
wife?
just a crackhead.
Yeah, you're a bum.
All right.
Why did you go to my wife? All right,
Let me interesting. She's busy. Let me interesting.
take one.
All right. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, I was just want. Give me all of it.
Wait, restart that.
Okay,
restart
alright,
that.
alright.
First of all,
You gotta
Hey.
have a
first of all,
conversa-
that
you
was
gotta-
not a
you gotta-
conversation.
You gotta get a conversation first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
I
talk.
panicked.
You gotta,
I really want.
I could have
You
jumped
gotta-
over this fucking table.
You gotta ease into it.
I really
you know?
wanted the money. I'm just not gonna lie. What if I really hit him and I really want money? Like I use this as a diversion. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Tell us when.
And action.
Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, partner? How you doing?
Hold up, bro. I'm not a good actor, so
Hold
don't
up.
make me laugh.
What was that?
I didn't claim to be
Yo
a good
said
actor.
I'm an
accent.
ex-military.
Partner?
I'm thinking like,
You're a
Were you
We
Uh,
also called him Fred. So.
Were you in the military in
Didn't say Fred.
1842?
I mean, I'm.
Do you
all I
want
know
me
is
to do the
ex-military.
crackhead?
No, I want one more try. One more
All
try.
right.
said, what up, partner?
Give us-
And action.
Hey man, how you doing?
Hey,
wait.
sir, how you doing
How you
today,
doing,
sir?
man? Oh, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm fine. You okay over there?
Yeah. How
Just
are they
get my-
doing? How are they doing?
I don't know them.
Your kids.
God damn.
Dude, this is going sour.
That was weird.
All right,
Sour
Tyler,
like a
crackhead,
lime.
bro. I can't
You
do
want me
it.
to do the crackhead?
Dude,
I
why
didn't
are
know
we still
what to
doing
say.
this? Why are we still doing
How
this?
are
We got to get at
kids.
least one
Why are we still doing
serious take.
I don't know what a crackhead says.
Okay.
How's
And
the
that's another
kid?
thing, I don't have lines. Like I'm going
You
just
gotta go
raw.
with
Like,
the
This is
dome.
all off the
It's
top.
off the
Off
top,
the
bro. It's
but,
an audition.
but here's the thing: I say something, and then he's like, "Your kids." I'm supposed to answer to everything he says. Like, he's
Yeah,
just- What after my kids? I said, "Yeah, they're doing fine." He would be like, "Your wife." The crackhead's
What
job
about
is
the
so
wife?
easy to be.
What
Yeah.
about the hot blonde?
You just say whatever.
I also just want to say this was not the idea that he pitched to me.
Yeah. We were
This
supposed to
is-
have lines. and
Yeah, we
everything.
were gonna
What the-
print a script out.
Yeah,
like,
But no,
from
this,
a
this
movie.
works better though. All right,
How?
Because it's a more on spot. Well, you have to come up with your own shit.
I mean, if you're a
Go.
good actor and all.
All right, you ready, Gabe?
All right, and action.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, partner? How you doing today?
Dude, it's been a day, man. You got like 3 for me. I like just a couple bucks to get me home.
Can't even do it for you, sir. But I
I-
got 2 kids. I got a
I'm-
wife, man.
I'm asking nice, man.
Dude, who's the crackhead?
I tried nice, man. I fucking tried nice. Give me your fucking money,
All right,
man.
all right. Chill. I'm on the ex-military, man. What you think this is?
What?
You're Mexican ex-military.
I said I'm in the ex-military. What you think this is?
It's a fucking
on.
robbery, man.
Man, call the cops.
Fuck cops. I don't give a shit about cops. I want your money.
I don't know what I would do here. I
Your
don't know
wife's
what I
alright.
would- Your wife's alright.
You can keep
Your
her.
wife's
You can
alright.
keep her.
She's busy.
You can keep her.
That's scene.
Hey, that was cake. That was a good scene.
All right, well, I like to.
I think
You,
Gabe.
I feel like there were 2 crackheads on the
Yeah, I
scene.
think Gabe
though.
was more of a crack. I think Gabe was more of the crack.
He said, I'm
Here's the thing, guys.
ex-military.
He was on
He's a
cocaine.
guy-
He's
here's the
getting
thing, guys.
robbed and who's
Have y'all not like
Have
heard
I
about
not?
ex-military
What?
people who are almost crackheads?
by a crackhead?
PCP.
What the fuck?
Jesus, who does PCP?
You need to like get therapy.
Yeah, you're traumatized.
No, for real.
Is that why you came in crying today? He said this happened a couple minutes ago.
Oh. That's insane.
What?
Yeah, something with cinder blocks.
Dude, that's fucked.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know how much that picked up, but somebody, a crackhead, threw a cinder block window through the fucking sliding glass doors just before a hurricane. What a dick.
What a douche. This is right before
That was
the
our
Laura?
cameraman.
So
Oh, so
after
right
Laura,
after
before
Laura.
Delta.
See how he remembers the date?
Dang.
He said October 2nd so fast.
Yeah,
he needs
he-
therapy, guys.
You remember
Yeah.
dates like that.
He was like,
When shit like that happens, you remember the day
He's
Yeah,
traumatized,
traumatized.
bro. But
in some form.
yeah, we just wanted to start with displaying your acting skills.
well, I do better when there's a script.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
Well,
have
he's
a
not a
script for you
method
next
actor.
time.
Please
We'll set a
have it.
script up. We'll
I am
set
not a
set a
method
script
actor.
up.
I'm not.
Yeah.
We'll
So
go get a live crackhead.
Yeah, that'll actually like really get the room going.
yeah,
We just
yeah.
have one running around in here.
I think I got a neighbor. But anyway, so yeah, we just wanted to set you up with that. Now
Terrible idea.
back to the podcast, back talking about what really matters. Last night was the fight. Well, actually, the fight, in my opinion, was Kelvin Gastelum versus Robert Whitaker. But no one's gonna want to hear that. So we're gonna start off with Jake Paul knocking out Ben Askren.
Aspirin.
Aspirin.
Askren.
Ben Askren.
Something.
Aspirin.
So what'd y'all think of that? And I want to hear everybody's take on it. I want to hear what you got to say about Jake Paul. Is he for real? Is he phony?
I think there's a lot of heart in the sport. So.
Hey, what a weird thing to say.
What?
I mean, he
all right, guys, let's talk
trained-
about the
Hey,
middleweight division.
never mind. Yeah, we're just gonna skip.
I gotta take.
No,
for it.
he doesn't.
What do you mean?
I gotta. I don't think he has.
If he had heart, he
It's-
would fight people that matter. He would fight
Yeah.
boxers. That's heart.
I mean,
You're fighting
he has to
YouTubers.
He had to start somewhere. Why
Yeah.
not start with
Where
a
did-
UFC
where did-
Do you think
fighter?
every professional boxer started with YouTubers and UFC fighters?
No, but
Okay, well, why can't he start like they did if he's a pro boxer?
I mean, he called out a UFC fighter. And he,
Who?
And he knocked him out
here's
in
my
the
thing about-
first round.
He
Here's my
called
thing-
out maybe one of the worst careers in UFC history.
Okay, but he's a
Who's
fighter
never done
still, But
striking.
he's still a
But
fighter.
don't call
no,
out.
he's a
look,
grappler.
I'm okay with the call outs. If you're calling out a UFC fighter, fight him in the UFC.
If you're calling out a UFC fighter, call out someone who knows how to box.
No, but that's my point. Exactly. That's exactly.
Call out Masvidal.
If you, just
call
call
out Conor
anyone.
McGregor.
That would be a different story, though.
Why? Why would it be a different story?
Because they. Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. It's people that know how to fight are gonna put Jake on his ass.
I tell you this, after that fight, I feel like Jake lost credibility. for
And
me.
you were a fan of Jake.
I was excited for this, but after what I saw,
Why did he lose credibility?
Because
because it was like so. It still didn't show me anything like any adversity, like what he would have to go through in a real match. He
Mhm.
didn't have to go through anything.
yeah.
He didn't get hit. Like, did he get hit? Did he get hit?
He got hit one time out of 6 shots,
Six shots were thrown
think.
at him.
I think.
Like that's probably on
Quote me on
total,
that.
if not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 6 shots were thrown at him. He maybe got hit once. He knocked him out in the first round. So we don't even know if his stamina is like it.
Don't-
He hasn't been out of the
So
what?
y'all don't give him props at all.
Don't get me wrong. When
Not for
Jake
that.
when Jake boxes, he looks like he would beat the shit out of everybody at a party. I'm not saying he can't box. Like he can't. He can box, but he's not on the level that he says he is, and everybody's putting him on. He's not on a pro boxing level.
No, I think he's the best fighter in any hype house he goes to,
Yeah,
full of
exactly.
TikTok stars.
Yeah.
But
but
Maybe.
he obviously knows how to throw a punch. He knows how to throw a couple of them. But how is he going to do it against people who know how to put together 15 punch combos and know how to get angles and move to the side? What did Jake stayed in front of someone who it was one of the most awful stances I've ever seen in my life. It looked like
That's so bad.
a vaudevillain
bad.
from back in the day who just curled their fist and fucking was going around, but it didn't. I mean, he didn't prove anything to me. Like
No, yeah, that's my point. Like nothing
if he
was
would
proven.
have, now it probably would have been more impressive if he would have went to the distance with Jake and beat him in. Ben and beat him in decision. That would have been more impressive. If Ben would have thrown punches, that's given that
See,
Ben
my
throws
thing
punches.
is, Ben Askren been doing this all his life.
No, he hasn't. He has not been boxing all his
Yeah,
life.
He has been, but he's been in the
Do you
fighting.
He's
understand
been
the
in combat
discrepancy? Do you
sports.
understand how different UFC striking and boxing is? Do you understand it all?
Yeah, but
I
Conor
don't.
McGregor is one of the best boxers in UFC history. He went over and got stopped by Floyd Mayweather. There's boxers that come to UFC, and UFC fighters still take them down because boxing is an art that you have to master with just hands. UFC is a mixed martial art. Mixed martial arts. You have to. MMA is learning it all, like mastering it all. So you don't have enough. You don't have the time you have to focus on boxing and footwork and all that. Especially Ben Askren was never known for his striking. He never won a fight where the fight stood up. Never won that. He never caught anybody. Never dropped anybody. He's a bad striker. He just was such a good wrestler. He was an Olympic wrestler. That wrestling is so important in MMA. It's such a good, attribute to have, skill to have, that you can get by with being a great wrestler and still win fights in UFC. Boxing is different. What would Jake do in a wrestling match with Ben Askren? Jake hasn't been wrestling his whole life, but he has some wrestling experience. Ben Askren is an Olympic wrestler. It's the same thing. A boxer, and Jake's been training. Askren's been a professional MMA fighter since like 2009 or something like that.
Yeah, so he has training.
Listen, where I'm going with this. He's been a professional MMA fighter since 2009. He still has, since 2009 to now, he still has less boxing experience than Jake Paul. Jake Paul still has more boxing experience in 3 years than Askren had in 11 years of MMA.
And another thing is,
You don't understand that you don't train like that. If you're a wrestler, you're not going to go in and train boxing for a fight. You're going to make your skills better at what you are. You stick to your strengths. Askren sticks to wrestling. He never boxed. He
And-
struck.
and I feel like that has a lot to do with also like why he got knocked out by Mazadov like that, because he knew from the get-go he was not going to stand up. So the first thing he did was try to take him down. And I'm sure Masvidal knew he was going to do that. So it wasn't crazy it wasn't too unexpected. Like, it was unexpected and it was like a record-breaking
Isn't
thing.
Masvidal
But like,
good on the ground too, though?
Very.
but
But
Ben
But he's not
would
Ben
beat
Askren.
him.
He's not Ben Askren.
Yeah,
better
Ben would beat him on
standing
the
up.
ground.
Ben Askren's like one of the best wrestlers to ever step foot in the octagon.
But like,
Olympic wrestler.
as far as standing up, he knew he didn't stand a chance against Masvidal. So the first thing he's going to do, try to take him down.
Yeah.
Well, everybody talks about it's so embarrassing to get knocked out in 5 seconds by Masvidal. Let's talk about he's a wrestler when he shot for a takedown in the first 5 seconds of the fight. He didn't even try to throw a punch against
That's what I'm
Masvidal.
saying.
He just tried to shoot. He has no striking experience, no boxing. Boxing and striking are different. MMA footwork and boxing footwork are totally different. If a boxer tries to convert to MMA after years of boxing, it's so hard for them to get the rhythm down and everything like that. So it's so different. It's just
Is the
a different-
transition easier the other way for an
MMA
MMA
to
fighter
boxing?
to pick up a boxing fighter's footwork?
Probably not. They're both hard, but I would say boxing over to MMA. Oh, actually, are we talking about striking, or just
I'm talking
total?
about, like-
it's harder for a boxer to go to MMA because now
Okay.
you got to learn
Well, no.
ground
I'm
game,
talking
wrestling.
about like you were
Striking.
talking about footwork
striking.
specifically.
It's probably easier for a boxer to come over to MMA, even though they're still like
it's rough.
it's still rough because the footwork's different. But in MMA, you're taught to strike. You have to go learn an art. You have to master the art of boxing before you get in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
So it's hard for both, but I'd say it's easier for a boxer because you in MMA, like Khabib mastering wrestling, best wrestler maybe ever in the octagon. Khabib mastering wrestling
You
is like
said
the
it was-
fifth best boxer mastering his.
You
you know.
said it was Ben.
No, I'm talking Khabib because I said Ben Askren was one of the best wrestlers to ever step foot in the octagon. Khabib is the best. Khabib's 29-0.
In the octagon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it like? What is his wrestling background?
Khabib, he's
I'm just
sambo.
asking.
Sambo. He lost one match in wrestling in his background. I mean, Daniel Cormier is a great wrestler. He was an Olympic wrestler. He's lost more than one. He used to get beat by Yoel Romero in the Olympics. But Khabib just has lost one time, and it was in wrestling. So when you put together all that, like Khabib's a great wrestler, but he doesn't even master wrestling as good as the fifth best boxer in the division masters boxing. Like boxing, you have to know every single thing about what your opponent's going to do and what I am capable of doing to win a fight in boxing.
It's more of a stalemate in boxing, like because there's less abilities,
It's-
like less
it's
things
chess
to go
match.
to.
That's
yeah.
chess. Boxing is chess
Yeah.
match. They're both chess match, but boxing is the ultimate chess.
Yeah,
Yeah, you wanna
because
see
it's,
Hunter
'cause
get
it's
mad.
fair. It's more fair. You know what I mean? It's more fair
I
in
do.
boxing, like as a start, because you only have to master that one skill.
Yeah.
Like we said, like with UFC it gets weird because Ben Askren doesn't know how to strike at all, but if he gets you to the ground, he can win that match like
yeah.
easy.
Well,
But if he never gets you to the ground, you could win that easily. You know what I mean?
also,
so it's crazy.
You could be a great MMA fighter with not being the best at anything, just being good at everything. John Jones, is he the best striker in the UFC? No. Is he the best wrestler in the UFC? No. He's not the best at anything. He's
But-
best at using his length, but I mean,
but I
and
think,
he's the best fighter ever.
but I think the most successful fighters definitely have wrestling backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
I mean, UFC fighters
You go through the champions right now, half of the champions are over, half of the champions are all wrestlers.
gotta be.
So what were you gonna say to make me mad?
Modern boxing is so boring. It's
Okay.
badminton.
Okay,
that's-
so are we talking
I'd
about?
rather
Are we
watch
talking about
badminton.
like? Are we talking about like modern boxing as in the matchups they make? Because
No, I'm talking about watching a modern boxing fight.
no, watching Terrence Crawford fight is one of the funnest things to me.
I think that's.
The
but
most
I,
fun things
but I
to me.
think he's right though, because that's why everybody's so gung ho about this Jake Paul stuff, because he's bringing it back, like bringing like you know,
Knockout fighting.
not
Well, it's
just
imp-
knockout fighting, just excitement to the sport of
It's
boxing.
It's impossible to be like to not really indulge in boxing and be a fan of it. It's impossible because you have to. It's
Oh,
hard
yeah.
to. It's hard
hard
to
to watch.
appreciate
Yeah, it's
things.
hard to
It's
watch,
hard to
yeah.
appreciate what they're doing. It's
Oh
hard,
yeah.
especially if you.
Well,
So I understand it being boring for people, and okay, the production side of boxing and the promoting side of boxing
Isn't
and
it going to shit right now?
it's just shit
Yeah.
because the matchup they don't make any UFC the best fight the best, right? In boxing that's not how it works. Crawford and Spence have been trying to fight. They're in the same weight class. They're both champions. They've been in the same weight class for 4 years. Why haven't they fought?
Why? Who's in charge of that?
The promoters. It's all individual promoters in boxing, whereas Dana White's the only promoter in the UFC.
so they don't have like a.
You have to go through. My promoter has to sign this money, so both our promoters got to get
Oh,
They
together.
don't have like a
God.
president of the.
So they don't have like a division, like they don't have like a real.
No, there's no Dana White of boxing.
There's just weight
Oh,
classes.
That's why.
Promoters manage
Yeah.
their fighters.
Oh, that's why it's not
That's
that.
so.
Yeah.
They need to.
That's why there's a WBO, WBC, WBA. That there's like Terrence Crawford's a WBC champion, WBO champion, and the WBA champion. Like, or yeah. So he's 3 different types of champions. There's 12 champions in every division,
Now
and
I'm gonna,
there's
12 champions.
yeah, dude. There's
I
like
can understand. I can understand that it sucks. Like that sucks this way, but don't they make a lot of money though?
boxers.
Boxers
Yeah.
make
There's
way
more money in
money.
boxing than there is in MMA.
Way more.
So it's like,
That's.
how do you get away? It's you have to form a way to get away from being this individual promoters, because I'm sure that's another reason why they make so much money.
Well,
Being able to be
individual
promoted
promoters,
individually.
you can pay fighters more because if you have one promoter, you have someone saying, okay, we can lose money from paying
This
the
is what
fighters
we're
so much.
paying everyone.
So if
I
we,
say.
so Dana White and John Jones right now they're in negotiation to fight. You know, for the Ngannou fight, Dana White doesn't want to overpay Jones. Him not bringing the pay-per-view the revenue, and they lose money from paying Jones so much, right? Even
Mhm.
though he's an idiot, they wouldn't lose money.
Yeah.
No, that's. The
But
biggest-
Especially-
boxing's
that's the
like
biggest fight.
I'm just gonna promote my guy, and I'm gonna pay him when I'm gonna pay him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure this boy gets his
Yeah.
money.
If
Yeah.
you want my guy,
Because-
this is what it
Because
costs.
this, I don't make money off the organization pay-per-view buys.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
have to. I make money off promoting it my damn self.
Yeah.
Dana White promotes the show, everything,
Yeah, UFC.
the ticket
everything.
sales, everything. So,
Yeah.
so it's Dana White runs a business, whereas promoters and boxing just run
It's
by
like
individual
fighters
like
and
contract,
productions.
like contract
Yeah.
thing, like
So,
Mm.
and it's I'm not gonna say it's easy to be a great promoter in boxing, but I mean 50 Cent's a great promoter in boxing. 50 Cent's promoted some of the biggest fights you ever heard.
So what do you think it takes for it to get more exciting? You know,
Uh,
because if the boxers are
you would
getting
have
paid,
to have for boxing to be more exciting. You would have to have someone step in. You would have to have a promoter sign a lot of boxers that don't like each other.
who's the most dominant boxer right now?
in my opinion?
Like dominant, like
Ooh.
we talk about boxing nowadays, but you think back and we think about Mike Tyson and shit. People
Ali.
we didn't get to grow up, we didn't really get to
Foreman.
watch, but they
So
made
the
such
most
an
ever?
impact.
So you're talking about most
No,
dominant
not
boxer
ever.
No,
but I'm
no,
just saying, like
current.
for our time,
Who's the modern
there's
Ali?
not like a
the modern
exciting,
Ali, well, if you're talking
crazy,
about the
exciting
modern,
boxer.
Ali's a heavyweight, right? And heavyweight boxing is always going to be the best,
Is
the
it
most
Fury?
fun to watch. It's
Yeah.
Fury. But if we're talking about the most dominant boxer, it's either Terrence Crawford or Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is 52-1. His only loss is Floyd. Back in the day when he first started.
these records are crazy to me.
Well, you know why these records are crazy, and this is why boxing is also boring, because you have 35 tune-up fights before you start fighting people that actually matter.
35.
Yeah, you're
You gotta
35
fight
and 0 before you start
35.
fighting people.
So you got to fight 35 to be in the.
No, you
big
don't
league?
have to. Like Teofimo Lopez, one of my favorite boxers, he's
Yeah.
16-0, and he's already a double champion and everything like that. It's all when you want to, but you have in boxing, it's not like UFC. So the UFC is like, okay, you win 3 in a row, you're gonna fight the best now. You can't just sit here and fight the worst. Sean O'Malley, he just won. He lost his last fight, and now he just won, and he's already about to jump back up and fight someone huge. Dana White makes you fight. That's why it's kind of hard to build a star in the UFC.
But
'Cause
that's
you
why
got-
the UFC
You
is
throw
popular.
them to the sharks.
Yeah.
But that's
yeah,
why-
that's what people
In
like
boxing-
about the UFC.
In boxing, someone can fight bums for 25 fights.
That's the individual promoter, like because
You're promoting your fighter.
Yeah,
you make
and
more
you want
money if
him
they
to
win.
win. Yeah.
So you,
Yeah.
if you go into, what are you going to tune into? Someone who's 10-5 record but has fought great competition, but is 10-5, or someone who's fought shit fight, but if you see his record, he's 35-0. You're going to tune in 35-0 guy because he's 35-0. Damn, this guy must be good. But what they're doing is they're watering this shit down to where people are understanding that, and they're like, okay, 35-0. I've never heard his name. What the fuck? Well, you know,
Who's he
who
been
is
fighting?
who has he fought? Let me go look at his Wikipedia. Okay, 3 of these guys can even be searched.
yeah.
So
Ninja fighters.
yeah, so it's boxing is not like a brand like the UFC. You notice when you talk about boxing, you talk about boxing. When you talk about MMA, you talk about the UFC. You don't say
Yeah.
MMA. I'm gonna go
Or
watch MMA
Bellator.
Saturday night.
Yes.
I
You
think
say, I'm gonna
Bellator
watch-
just gets looped in with the UFC.
Fighters actually make the same amount, if not more, in Bellator than UFC.
Yeah, I don't think less of Bellator. I don't think anyone does. I just think
It's just
they
hard
They're just
because
not as hype.
UFC is now
well, it's like
Yeah, it's
it's a
not
minor.
synonymous with MMA.
Why
It's
would you
UFC.
watch?
They make
UFC is the best talent. Why would you
Yeah,
settle for
that's-
anything less?
that's the same problem with trying to watch the XFL or the AFL.
AAF, yeah.
AAF, whatever it was. It's so hard because you have these guys they go from college.
You're settling,
Yeah, you're settling. You're like nothing else is on.
especially if they play the same. Like Bellator fights the same night as the UFC. Why would you tune into the Bellator when everybody in the
Why would they
Bellator,
do
the
that?
best, the best fighters in Bellator are the 5th best fighter in the division in the UFC. No,
Like
but-
people in Bellator are fighting to get to the UFC.
Like the best fighter in Bellator right now is probably like the most known. I mean, I'm actually Michael Chandler's proven this wrong. Michael Chandler
I mean,
was a champion in Bellator for years, and now he came over to the UFC. He's already getting a title shot after one fight. But
How do you
you
feel
look
about
at
that?
y'all know who. I mean, he's proved. I mean, Dan Hooker's someone. It took put Dustin Poirier 5 rounds to beat Dan Hooker. It took Chandler 2 minutes. So you look at but y'all know who Patricio Pitbull is. You ever heard of him?
No.
He's the best fighter in Bellator, and you don't even know who that is. You ever heard of John Jones, Conor McGregor? Conor McGregor's the 15th pound for pound best fighter in the UFC.
Face of the UFC.
Not anymore, but he's the 15th pound for pound. Francis Ngannou and Izzy are going to be the face of the UFC for moving forward.
nah, if Francis loses.
Right now, Francis is on. He's in the Fast and Furious movie. He's in movies.
Yeah, but if he
Is he?
loses this
Wait, he's
fight,
in the new Fast and
if he
Furious?
loses to John Jones,
shit.
then he's not gonna be a face.
Huh?
There's no way he could be a face if he loses.
Well,
to John
he
Jones.
beat the GOAT, the heavyweight GOAT, so he'll always be a face.
Yeah,
and
but
he's the single
what face,
scariest
though?
UFC fighter to ever step in the octagon.
What face though?
Huh?
What face though?
He's the face of the heavyweight division, and
That
heavyweight has
lost
always
to
been more
John Jones?
popular.
Yeah, no, it is.
People wanna
I-
see big
I've
guys
always
hit
liked
each other.
light heavyweight the best though, but I'm John Jones fan, so it could be why. But I like light heavyweight the best.
Right now, to me, my favorite division to watch is either 35 or which is bantamweight or 70 is really good.
Yeah, I like 170.
70 is good. Oh no, wait, 55.
I think that's where Nate Diaz wants to fight, right? 170.
He's fighting Leon at 170. It's 55.
He doesn't
55
want to
my
go
favorite.
down.
55
He doesn't
my
want to go
favorite.
down anymore
Who's in
either.
55?
Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor,
Max Holloway
Justin
in there?
Gaethje. No, Justin
Wait,
Gaethje.
Is there like a big deal? Like, isn't there a thing like they keep trying to get 165 as a division?
Joe Rogan wants a weight division every 10 pounds. Like boxing.
Holy shit, that's too many.
That's too many divisions. There's too many champions. You wouldn't keep up with all of them.
No.
It's just I just been listening to a lot of podcasts and stuff, and these fighters talking about cutting weight and shit. That shit's not healthy sometimes.
It's not, but
Mm-mm.
here's the thing: fighters want to walk. They want to fight at what they walk around at, selfishly because it's hard to cut weight.
Right.
If they fought at what they walk around at, you would have someone like Dustin Poirier having to fight someone like what's his name, Usman.
Mm.
Right. So that's not.
Speaking
It
of
can't
Usman,
happen.
That's coming up.
That's coming up next week.
It is coming up.
That's the
Well,
70,
by the time this
170.
podcast drops,
It's
wait.
dropping today.
it'll drop today.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, never mind. But by the time we record our next podcast, it'll be over and done with. Kamara Usman,
Yeah, I mean,
Versus-
this is the last podcast
Jorge
Versus who?
Masvidal.
into that. So the next podcast we'll be talking about that fight with Nico.
Oh.
By the way, real fast, let me just promote it real fast. We have a professional fighter coming on next week. Nico, God, I gotta know how to say his last name. Kamishin, he's gonna rip me for this. But
Oh,
Nico, Nico's coming on. He's a pro fighter. He's got to fight May 15th. He's in the process of training for it, but he is being generous enough to take out some of his time to come podcast with us and talk about what it's like to be a pro fighter.
Because we love the UFC. We love MMA.
Yeah, and he is on his way to the Contender Series, and he's going to be a UFC fighter one day. I really believe that. We
It's
already
gonna
have
be
one.
So cool to have him on.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
and it's going to be awesome. And he
I'm not even in the fight. Not on the level that you guys are. I enjoy watching the sport.
Yeah,
Mostly because I like seeing people beat the shit out of each other.
we have
But-
to support him. We have to watch that fight when he
100%.
fights. We have to. But you're right. It's exciting, and he wants us. He just said, y'all ask whatever y'all want, and he's going to go into detail what it's like to train, to cut weight, to do all that. So he's going to be fighting, I think, at 45. He's going to be fighting at 145. He's a tall guy. He's probably a little same height as you. Yeah, he's going to be awesome to have
Monster.
on. He's going to be a good guest. I mean, I've sparred with him. He's a problem. He just lost in Florida in his pro. I think his third pro fight, but he fought someone who was just an absolute killer. And Nico actually told me that he hopes that guy keeps winning because he wants to see him in the future. Nico
That's that
he's
killer
always
mindset.
Nico's always been a winner, bro. He went to Florida, trained in Florida for a year. He's back.
That's
so.
savage.
That's
So,
dope. That's dope.
That's a fucking.
That's definitely dope. I'm
That's the
excited
guy
for
you
that.
want to see fight. Who's like, no, I lost to that guy, and I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
And then this time I will not.
And just the coolest dude too, man. He's so cool to talk to.
And it's crazy. We're talking. He's gonna fight someone. He would like to fight someone the second time. And just like we said, we pulled up this topic, the Usman versus Masvidal.
Yeah, yeah.
So who y'all got?
I like Masvidal. I like his
I'm-
attitude.
I'm not making a
It's
prediction for
hard.
this
It's
fight.
hard not to.
I'm not making
Yeah.
because these two are my top 5 fighters.
Yeah,
I think Usman's gonna win.
I'm not making a prediction
Yeah,
for this
it's-
fight.
I'm making a prediction.
Out of respect for
Usman.
both of them, I'm not.
I
predicting
respect
this
both
fight.
of them.
I'll predict the fight 30 seconds before the fight. I'll tell you who wins.
That's not fair.
It all depends on how this
Do
fight
it
week
for the
goes.
pod.
We doing
No,
a
I
fight
swear.
board for that one?
However they look at the wait, this is such a close fight for me. However, and it shouldn't be, but this
I mean,
is such a close fight.
why
However
shouldn't
they
it?
look at the weigh-ins, because stylistically, the Usman style always dominates this fight. But the way Masvidal showed up on a week's notice and cut 30 pounds in 1 week
Yeah, sure.
last year, and went in
That
that
shit
bitch
was
and went
so
5
savage.
rounds and almost dropped to Usman twice.
Tell me this though. Does that play a factor in your
Mental,
mental when it's like you only have a week? It's like you're
Oh,
so
yeah.
hyped.
dude. He was
Not saying that not saying he's less prepared. Like being less prepared
Helped
makes
him.
it harder. Yeah, it helped him. But like having a different mindset coming into the fight. Same for Usman too, though. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's like,
Well-
how much do you think that factored
Well,
in?
think about this, dude. Usman's opponent it was Gilbert Burns. He had to pull out of the fight a week's notice because of COVID. Masvidal said, "I'll take it, but I'm 194 right now." It was in Dubai, so he took the fight, and an hour later he was on a plane on the way to Dubai from Miami. He got to Dubai at 192. He was eating full pizza on the plane. He made the weigh-in 6 days later at 170. The fight week isn't supposed to be your hard training week. Fight week is when you relax. You cut weight because you have to cut 12 to 13 pounds of water weight on fight week. You cut weight. He had to cut 30.
That's a lot. That's so much.
Most of that was water. You can't cut, or he had to cut 22. Most of that was water. You can't cut 22 pounds in a week of that stay off. So most of that was water. So he was depleted.
Yeah.
So mental wise, I think that it's stronger for Masvidal that, hey, I went 5 rounds with someone who many believe Usman is the most dominant champ. Is Khabib-esque. I went 5 rounds with this dude and almost dropped him twice, and he couldn't take me down like he wanted. He only landed 22% of his takedowns. Usman takes everybody down.
So you're saying going into this fight because had that
I had
short notice
and
shit
still did
and
so
still
well.
held it.
Okay, that's Masvidal's.
Now
mindset.
Usman.
What would the Usman's mindset is coming in?
Okay, Usman he made it famous when he said before his last fight he said because his teammate tried to fight him for a belt. Gilbert Burns tried to fight him for the belt.
Right.
He went into that fight and said, "I feel like if you're trying to take the belt from me, you're trying to take food out of my kid's mouth. So I don't like you no more."
That's
So that's he goes into every fight and guess
It's
his
scary.
last fight he fought his best friend. He fought one of his best friends who just wanted to fight him. Usman said, "All right, you want to fight me? You can have the gym. You can have our training partners. You can have I'll go get someone new." Usman went to Trevor Whitman, learn how to box better, because Usman's a wrestler. Learn how to box. Gilbert Burns is a jiu-jitsu practitioner, but he's also a great striker. Dropped Usman in the first 30 seconds of the fight. Usman composed himself and knocked and dropped him 3 times with a jab. So his boxing was on point. Usman didn't go to the ground once with Gilbert Burns. Usman stood up with Gilbert Burns, put him on his ass, and finished the fight.
so Usman just takes things and makes them personal in
Yeah,
his own
and-
head. to
But
get
after the
him-
fight was over, he kneeled and he said that, he hugged him. He said,
Yeah.
"Dude, I just feel like you were trying to steal food on my like I make more money as the champion,
Jesus
so you're
Christ.
not taking money out my paycheck."
that's
I
the
mean,
kind of
that's
guy.
facts.
That's
I mean,
another type of guy you don't want to fight.
Exactly.
You're
That's what I'm
like,
saying. This fight is
"Oh,
gonna be
man."
like
This,
He is
this,
scary
I mean-
looking,
and then
too.
but you also, it's not just this fight. You have Valentina Shevchenko
look at-
versus Jessica Andrade, and then you have Zhang Wei Li against Rose Namajunas. This is,
Rose.
and then you
Thug
have
Rose?
and then you have, I mean, the
I'm not
card,
gonna lie.
the card is ridiculous.
No, the card is ridiculous. That Rose chick and the what's
Zhang
her
Wei
name?
Li.
Yeah, that's some Mortal Kombat shit right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be
No, like dead ass. Like that's gonna be a great
That's
fight.
It
a
is. One
great
of them's
fight.
bald, and like,
And one of
and then
them's
one of them is like a Chinese monster.
Thug Rose is the one that looks like Wraith, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
From Apex.
I love Thug Rose, bro.
Apex.
She's
She wins.
made some questionable
love
remarks the
her.
last couple weeks, but
What you mean?
what?
she's just going off when Zhang Wei. She's trying to sell the fight, and Zhang Wei is really nice, so she's going off on like how Zhang Wei Li, you support the Chinese government
Oh
and the Chinese
no.
government. Yeah, so
Uh-oh.
Come on,
Zang-
Rose. I
No,
like.
Thug
I
Rose.
want to go for you.
What you doing, Wraith?
so-
You can't let the Chinese girl be the nice one.
Yeah, goddamn.
Then it's like, how do you beat a humble one?
You got
We gotta
nobody.
cut that out.
Jesus.
Like,
So sorry.
dead ass. No, apologize to
Zhang
everyone
Wei Li would beat the fuck out of everybody,
here
Yeah.
at the same time.
even Usman.
Yeah.
But
They're like that.
yeah, it's a crazy ass fucking card. Y'all gonna be here for that?
I
I
can't.
am.
I'm gonna be in Houston,
You're gonna be in Houston.
H-Town.
but I am gonna be watching it.
Are you
so.
gonna be here?
Mhm.
Are you gonna be here?
I'll come, yeah.
Do you want to come?
You do a fight card on it? I mean, a prediction board?
Yeah, we'll use that for the prediction board.
FaceTime me because I'm gonna. Put
You want
mine
in on the
I'll put
predictions?
my predictions in for sure.
Okay.
Is that the trip y'all were talking about last weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
This
weekend.
Saturday.
This
This
Saturday.
coming
This is the
Saturday.
last
On the
podcast before
what?
that.
What is it? So the everybody knows 24th.
Yeah, it's the 24th.
Yeah.
24th.
April 24th. Tune in at 9,
And
please.
then when okay, and then that brings me to
Look,
Dust-
if you've never real fast, if you've never watched UFC and you want to get into it, or even if you don't want to get into it but you are bored on Saturday night, you
This is
have
the
to
card.
tune into
this is
this
the greatest.
card.
This is the card.
This is the
This is
card.
You
the
have
card.
got to tune in. This is like for someone who loves fighting and someone who's in it, even if you're not. Like Ty, like he said, he's not balls deep into it.
You
He
know
likes
what
it.
got me into it
What?
heavy? Or, I wouldn't say heavy, but heavier
What?
was when I came over here for a random fight card.
And it was Dustin Poirier versus Dan Hooker, and it was the best fight we've ever
It was
seen.
the best fights.
Fight. It was
all
such
night.
a good fight. It was such a
Start
good
to
fight.
finish, it was slugfest after slug, skilled.
And,
people.
and then we were like, okay, there's no way this main event.
Yeah,
can-
the main event's gonna suck.
But Poirier and
Bombs.
Hooker bombed each other.
It was so
Who
amazing.
won that?
Poirier.
Poirier.
Poirier lost the first 2 rounds, won the last 3.
Yeah. It
Poirier
was
got
so
dropped in
good.
the
We
first.
can keep saying Poirier. We're just avoiding the number 3.
I
Y'all ready
don't.
for that?
Why would Poirier fans avoid number 3?
Oh my god. Here we go.
Poirier is obviously on
Very,
his
very
game
good.
better than Conor is. 'cause
Connor's gonna win number 3.
You really believe that, or you just
100%.
you just
I-
like
I
Connor?
believe-
I'm putting that.
Why do
one-
y'all believe that? Y'all saw Dustin figure Connor out in
I
2
love
rounds.
Connor. I don't like
I
him.
know you do.
I love him.
Dustin figured him out in 2 rounds.
Stop. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He
chopped
has his
the
calf
leg.
kick. Okay. So Connor's not gonna adjust. Okay. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Connor can adjust that calf
It's
kick.
not
It can
figuring
come
it
from
out.
the other way.
It's not figuring out. I was listening to some podcasts, and Connor has a southpaw, right? He
And he's a
fights in
wide
southpaw.
karate stance.
Right. So it's easy
To
that
chop
it's
his
not,
legs.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's adjustment that Connor has to make, but it's not. Also, it's not. It's like a testament to Dustin. That's like that's a chess.
Connor said
move
he's
right
not
there.
changing his stance. Connor's going to come out wide again. Dustin
But
has some
still,
of the
that's
hardest leg
you
kicks
can
in the
still
game.
adjust to it and not change your stance.
No, he can try to check kicks,
Yeah, you
but
can
when you're in
check
a
it
wide
more.
chance, you can't turn your foot all the way over
So you
to
think
check
it's just
it.
over?
I think going to that
Like,
second
just
fight,
say
I
that.
said Dustin was going to win, but I said it was going to be close. This fight's
It
going
was
to be
close.
close. This fight's going to be close.
It was close.
I don't predict a
Second.
stoppage in this fight. This is going to be a decision.
Decision?
Connor, how many decisions has Connor won?
Here's the thing, though. They were swinging, bro.
Connor's not dropping Dustin. Dustin's
He
been
almost
hit
did
by
a couple
lot.
times.
He didn't drop. He
He didn't drop him.
Connor
he rocked
hit
him a couple
stumbled.
times.
Connor got hit Dustin with all he had, and Dustin got rocked. Dustin put him on the fence and hit him
All he
twice, and Connor
had-
dropped.
Stop.
Dustin hits harder.
All he had though. So you're telling me Connor can't knock?
What does Connor do
doesn't have
better?
knockout
What does
power?
Connor do better? No, he does. What does Connor do better?
So you do.
Striking.
Well, let's just.
Better striking than
I
Dustin?
don't think
Dustin outstruck him.
Connor's striking isn't so much about
I
power.
don't even
as it is
know.
about
I don't know if he
Dustin
outstruck him.
outstruck. No, he outlanded him. And
That's outlandish.
striking is also leg kicks. It's also
Yeah,
body
yeah,
kicks.
that's
It's also
true.
body shots. It's everything. Counters.
So Dustin probably has better striking than.
I would say Dustin proved to be a better striker because he outstruck him.
So in that fight he did. What about the first fight?
People said the only way
Who outstruck-
Dustin was going to beat,
Who outstruck who out in the first fight?
Connor out. Well, it was a quick fight. Connor caught him behind the ear when he was going in. But before that, it was like a 3-minute fight.
Well, look this up. Look this up.
Okay.
Look up the striking.
The numbers. Go
The
look at the
striking
numbers in the first fight.
Because it couldn't have been that. Because it couldn't have been that
It
far
was
off.
a close fight.
That's
the
what I'm
second one.
saying. That's
But
what I'm saying.
And that's how you know Dustin was so composed and was getting hit and was still like, but I know I'm going to finish you because what I'm doing is working.
What do y'all? Well,
Connor tries to knock everybody out. You can't go in with that mindset of the best. You can't go in against a Khabib saying, I'm just going to knock.
Yeah,
Nate Diaz, he couldn't even knock Diaz out.
I hate Nate Diaz.
And Nate Diaz didn't hold a candle to Dustin Poirier.
He wants to fight Dustin.
No, he doesn't. Dustin wants to fight him.
Well, he said he'll fight Dustin if he goes to 170.
Okay, was that?
155?
Are you guys talking
No,
about
Dustin
UFC
was up.
257? Is that the one?
No,
I
that's the
don't know.
one that just happened.
Or
Yeah, we can look at that one.
178?
It's Connor versus Dustin.
I think in the second fight,
two.
Connor landed more strikes to the head, but Dustin landed more because of the leg kicks, which is also striking. So if we're talking
Well,
about complete striking,
complete striking. Yeah, but
Connor has
but
no
what I'm
leg kick
saying is-
game
but I'm
because
s-
he
but I'm
stands to such a wild stance. So that's such a
I thought he had a good head kicks.
he has good head kicks. He don't have good leg kicks. Striking is everything, bro. How did Dustin win that fight?
Leg kicks.
Exactly. You can win a fight from leg kicks. If
No,
Connor
yeah.
does that, if Connor decides to check it, Dustin threw calf kicks.
Yeah, but even if you check
Dustin,
those,
it's
they're
harder
still hurt.
Yeah.
if you're turning your leg around to. Yeah, exactly. You're still hurting
Especially
to check.
if you're heavy on that foot.
And
that
Dustin's
he is
heavy
on.
as a heavy kicker. If he turns that foot around to try to check that calf kick, Dustin can now go to the thigh and tear your thigh up because you can't check both of them.
Okay, so here's the numbers for this is UFC 178, which I'm guessing this is the first time.
Yep.
Okay, Poirier is 10 of 19 on significant strikes, and McGregor is 9 of 29 on significant.
So Dustin was a
strikes.
more efficient and better striker in the first fight that he lost.
But he hit. But
He
Connor
just
hit
got caught.
hard.
He just got caught. No, he just got caught behind the ear and messed up his equilibrium. He was not out. He just got caught and he went down and Connor TKO'd him.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
That's also back when
So,
Poirier was depleting himself to make weight and was
McGregor,
lunging him.
Of the ones that McGregor was throwing, 88% were at his head, and of the ones Poirier was throwing, what you're saying is leg kicks, it's 70% leg. So it's
That was the second
one
fight or
was
the first fight?
the first fight.
Oh,
This is the
damn.
first
So
fight.
see, and
So
the second fight's
something-
going to be the same thing, basically, but it's Connor probably landed more more strikes to the head in the second fight.
Well, here's the thing: if Connor comes out and he treats it like just the legs aren't gonna do anything, and he's gonna get beat again. I mean, it's just his flaw, especially with his stance and how wide he
Dustin has more ways to beat Connor. He can beat Connor in more ways than Connor can beat Dustin. Connor can only beat Dustin by knocking him out. He's not going to beat him in
He's not
decision.
a good grappler at all.
Dustin can grapple with him. Dustin can point fight. Dustin can go to decision. Dustin can do all this. So, Connor opened up as the favorite. Vegas
For
odds.
3?
Yes.
You
already.
guys want the second stats?
Damn.
That's ridiculous.
So he's a favorite?
You want
Yeah,
the
he's the
fights for the
favorite.
second?
He's
I mean,
like
the
a
stats
slight
for the
betting.
second fight.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Poirier 48 of 91 significant strikes.
That's over 50%.
Yeah, 52.
That's
That's the
tough.
same percentage as the first fight. And McGregor is 29 of 66.
So
Puts him at a 43%.
So so
Poirier
Dustin landed
lands
more
more.
and more efficient.
And,
Dustin's a better striker.
but
Connor's a better boxer.
when it
Dustin's
goes
a better
by,
striker.
yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, the stats show that
But-
Connor's landing 79% headshots.
But does that have? Do you think this attribute his like fighting style? You think it attributes to him taking that time off and trying boxing?
No, because his stance isn't a boxing stance.
Well, I'm just saying, like he doesn't, like you're saying, he boxes more. Like he's gonna box. What else is he gonna do against Dustin? That's right. You're saying
He
that's
has to knock Dustin out.
So my point, like, do you think his style is
He
gonna
can knock
be like?
Dustin out with a front kick or a head kick or something like that. He can
Yeah,
knock him
but-
out with that.
But that I would attribute that to. I mean, not boxing, but still.
Look, Dustin's still a top 10 boxer in the UFC. Dustin's a great boxer. So
Right.
he's not going to go out and make Dustin look like an idiot by boxing with him. If he's going to beat Dustin, he's going to catch Dustin. That's how he beat him the first fight. He caught Dustin in the second fight. It
So
could've put
basically-
Dustin out.
So basically, what you're saying is, Dustin is just all around a better fighter,
Oh,
and the only way
Yes.
Connor can win is if he
Is
catches him.
Is McGregor better?
Because anybody can lose on
like
any given
connector?
night.
Like, can he connect better than?
I would-
Or
yeah.
Like
well,
better sniper?
percentage-wise,
percentage-wise, Dustin's a
No.
far better fighter.
yeah. But also, Connor's going for the head.
Here's the thing. Connor doesn't
Whereas
throw a lot
Poirier
of looping
is gonna
punches.
throw.
Connor
And
throws
hit
straight, nothing but
body,
straight.
legs.
Like Connor's 1-2 combo is like probably the best in UFC history. Just a bang bang. It's real fast. Him and Nate Diaz just have bang bang. It's pop. That's how he knocks everybody out. He don't throw looping punches. So that also means when you throw a straight punch, you push off the back leg hard because you got to push to, it's more of a. If you throw a loop, you don't have to really shove off that back leg unless you're throwing like a far left hook or a far. But if you're throwing a straight punch, it's more so of you're planting off that back foot and shooting it.
Yeah.
That's what Floyd's so damn good at. Floyd Mayweather, he shoots that back.
Fucking hate him.
Yeah,
He
but
he
he-
shoots that
Okay,
back.
you hate him.
that
Who you got
backhand.
then? Logan Paul or Floyd?
I would take anyone over Floyd. I fucking hate him as
But
a person.
you understand he's not going to lose.
Yeah. Well, me and Brody talked about this for a while on the phone. It's a point match. Mayweather is never going to lose
Yeah.
a point match. It does not matter.
Unless he gets knocked out.
They're not going to
But
let
with
that
those glo-
happen.
That's what bothers me. What kind of gloves were they wearing? Jake and them.
I think it's. Oh, they were wearing 8-ounce. It's all 8
What-
ounce.
That's all
I
boxing.
think heavyweight uses 10-ounce, but I think
That's tough.
That's
but like,
fucking monster.
that's what I'm saying. Like
I could be wrong.
there's
on
all
that.
kinds of clips of like everybody bringing up these clips of Robbie Lara being the
UFC gloves
fuck.
are 4-ounce.
Robbie Lara beating the fuck out of Ben Askren. Like
Mhm.
probably like it looked bad. You know that fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets hit with a 2-piece combo and is just done with 8-ounce gloves. I don't believe it.
Well, no, because it's different. Okay, Jake cracks. Jake's he's a big dude. He cracks. He knows how to hit hard.
Yeah, but they're the same weight. It's not like he's outweighted.
But he's more. It's a lot more muscle generating that punch. Ben Askren does not
mean,
punch
yeah.
near as hard as, but he didn't punch. But so we don't really know. But
We don't know.
Jake,
we don't.
but Jake, I give it to him, can fucking crack.
I think the Paul brothers are skilled fighters.
The Paul brothers are freak athletes.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think they're just athletic and they take the time. They have the time to take
Yeah.
to train.
Yeah.
You know, I've learned from doing MMA myself. I thought I was gonna be like, cause I was going to a gym and I'm top 5, top 3 most athletic guy in the gym, just from my football background and stuff. Explosiveness, that doesn't mean shit. That athleticism and fighting doesn't mean. I mean, it means something to be able to get out or stuff a takedown and shit like that. I mean, it has some credibility, but
I think it's
But
more of
I
picking
think
up the skill as you do
it's
it.
so much
No,
technique
but I think
over explosiveness.
It is
and power.
technique, but I think what the background of being athletic or having an athletic background does for you is
Mhm.
like that helps you in practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be more like you're just gonna want it more. Like,
Yeah, that and you
just-
understand what your body has to do to make the
Yeah.
moves
Right.
efficient
Right.
and
Uh-huh.
actually work.
So
As
that-
an athlete, you know that.
So yeah, so having an athletic
gonna
background
be-
definitely helps.
And this whole conversation is going to be like just justified next week. Like Nico's going to explain everything.
Yeah.
On shit like this.
Yeah.
Nico's actually touted as like a fucking well-rounded fighter, like well-rounded fighter. He goes. His jiu-jitsu is better than almost anybody in the gym, but he's also long and he's one of the best strikers in the gym. Like he's just, he's long. Huh?
Yeah.
This next
He's
Sunday.
long.
We're gonna have 2 in here. Your friends coming? Sweet.
How's he gonna fit in that closet?
Yeah. What's he
Sit right there. So we're gonna have 2
Yeah,
cameras.
we get a chair.
We have 2 cameras.
That's
Holy
perfect.
shit.
That's perfect. We're gonna have 1 camera in the interview and 1.
By the way, we do have
That's
video
fucking
coming out.
Sweet.
We have Deshaun.
We do have we have video coming out soon for this podcast. So
Yeah, we
y'all be
figured out the
patient.
editing.
We're getting there. But like I said, we're on Apple still, and YouTube
Yeah.
is coming. SoundCloud, we might stop uploading to SoundCloud.
I say we
Uh,
abandon it.
Yeah, we have
That's my
some
vote.
other things going on with SoundCloud, but definitely Apple will be on there.
Also, tell us what you guys think. Like, if it's what's easier for you.
Yeah.
You know, we'd like
What
to
do you
hear.
what do you like to listen?
What's a better platform?
I've heard
for-
Spotify was
Yeah,
a
I've
big
been-
request
I've been
of
getting on
everybody.
Spotify, too.
I've heard
We need to get
Spotify
on-
too, but
yeah.
it's just so hard to get on fucking Spotify.
Yeah, it is.
I
hard to-
realize.
it is hard to get on.
It's probably
Spotify.
costs a lot to post more
We'll
than
see how much it
twice
is.
a month too. Yeah, we'll see. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it don't matter. Like I said, we are out there though.
Funding isn't an issue in here.
Hey,
Rich boys. I'm the Conor McGregor of podcasting.
She's busy.
This is the #1 podcast in the world.
Conor McGregor.
this
It's
is
crazy
definitely
how-
number one in this room.
It's crazy how Conor McGregor fucking changed the culture,
Well-
the whole culture of MMA. It's almost like, it's just crazy to me how.
Well, that's another thing.
shit
Like,
talking he does.
it's like, how much do you like Conor McGregor? Not just as like how he fights, but just what he's done for the sport.
so it's so
Even though
hard,
he talks shit.
it's
Even though he's
so
like a
hard to
shit talker.
find out who the real Conor is. I don't think we've ever seen who the real Conor is.
No,
Well, he's a
it's bad for his
he's
business.
a-
Like he
actor.
played Mr. Nice Guy in his last fight.
He's an
That
actor.
wasn't real Conor.
he's an actor.
We don't know who Conor is as a person.
No,
So
somewhere
it's
in the
hard to
middle.
hate on him personally, but I just think what he's done for the sport, he's brought eyes to the sport. Okay, and he's made it's made fighters want to have a persona, so that's
Right.
cool.
But he did it.
The only
naturally,
thing
too.
what Conor is what irks me as a true fight fan, tends to be a little overrated in MMA talks because his mouth has got him in such good position. He's so like
good at selling a fight.
he's so demanded as a fighter. Like people demand to see him
Mhm.
that he gets big fights from it. Conor came back after 3 years and fought the best lightweight in the world, Dustin Poirier. Why in
But-
the world does he get that fight?
Do we take that to a testament as of, because this is what we were talking about earlier, the UFC is a brand, you know what I mean? So does that help you as a fighter,
Look-
being a character, being a persona?
Yes,
100%.
yes. Now it does.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Connor's made it to where now.
Is that a
'cause,
UFC
I mean,
thing?
look at it. Is Conor McGregor even close to skill as John Jones?
No.
Does John
no.
Jones make the money that Conor makes?
No.
That's
And that's
why. That's why.
It's more important almost.
Do you think they're gonna get that deal done?
With Jones and Ngannou?
What was it
hope-
at,
I
like?
hope
Didn't he
so.
decline like
They're gonna
10
have
mil?
to pay out.
He wants 15 to 18 million.
They're gonna
I don't
have
see a
to
problem
pay
with
him.
that.
I think
That's fair.
he can deserve 20 to me.
Yeah,
With Conor,
give him 25.
hey,
Yeah.
Jones has never made over 7 in a fight.
7 mil.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Khabib made 40
I mean, we're
for his Conor
What
fight.
about-
cool.
What about McGregor?
What?
How much does he make?
Khabib
40?
made McGregor's made 60 to 70. I mean, not a fight. Conor only made
How much
5
did he make-
million for his last fight.
Well, how much did he make with that? Did he make like 100
For
with that
who?
Floyd?
He
Oh,
made 142 million.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I would fight Floyd.
Look that up just so I'm not.
Yeah, look that up. Look up how much he made from that last fight.
400
From
mil?
he made. I know he
Yeah.
made 5 million. Dustin made 1 mil from their last fight.
Wait, which fight am I looking
Oh,
at?
That's the first time Dustin's ever cracked a mil.
I think the
McGregor versus Mayweather.
so that's why he's so eager to
yeah,
give her
the
3.
money.
Yeah, he chose that over the title. He could have taken the title.
Well, I
Dustin
feel like
took it.
he's at a point where he's so conditioned and he's so good right now that he'll get that fight if he like what I'm trying to say. If he beats Conor, he's gonna get the fight. And
Yeah.
if he doesn't beat Conor, I think he still can get the
He
fight.
could still get the fight.
Is
He
McGregor-
could still fight someone big. Like he's not. Dustin's has cemented himself as a top 5 lightweight.
What's that dude's name?
Which one?
What's his name? I was watching his YouTube channel. He used to fight.
Bryn Schaub?
No, it's with a
My
C.
boy.
It's something with a C. His
Oh.
last name was C. His first name with an S. I don't know why, or it might be
Fuck.
backwards.
It might
Chanel.
start with an S. Chanel West Coast.
No, Summoner.
Chael Sonnen.
Chael Sonnen.
Chael Sonnen.
Damn.
The
I
bad
was
guy.
watching his fight.
I have no
I was
idea who
watching
that
his
is.
YouTube channel or whatever, and he was talking about how
He's
like,
so cool.
yeah, he's cool as fuck. But he's talking about how like Conor doesn't really need this fight at all. Like, you know what I mean? It's more for Dustin, if anything.
No, Dustin has more to gain from it. Conor don't have to fight ever again.
I know that's
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
that's
He already made a name for
but
himself.
but
But
that's the point of like how hard do you grind? How hard do you, if you know in the back of your head you never have to
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it comes down to like your straight
Yeah.
person, who you are, how bad do you actually like? Do you care about winning or do you? Because he obviously cares about money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So do you care about winning or do you care about being successful? Because I mean, He's been successful, and that's
Yeah,
what he
he's already
does.
successful. He don't have to fight to be successful.
I just think it's a crime that John's underpaid as much as he's been.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I looked up the
Because you look at
Mayweather-
Conor, and you notice how
No way.
fighters, you
My
notice how fighters, Well, I'm sorry, go.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say for the payout for Mayweather versus McGregor,
It was like 142.
McGregor made around. It says around 100 mil, so not 142. Whereas Mayweather made
But that might be.
500 mil, right?
$300 million.
Well, that might just be
What the-
from just the
I
fight
hate
though.
him.
Like
That's so
just the
annoying.
fight. Like probably
Oh,
sponsorships
Conor.
and shit.
Well, you also gotta look at like that's just the payout. You gotta look at
Yeah,
what they
the-
made
no,
for
this
for
is just
ticket
the
sales and
payout.
shit. It had to be
They're
over
not gonna
140.
have
around
exactly
140.
that
So,
number.
That's crazy.
could be more. But
300 mil.
when you look at
I'd
like,
box anybody for that.
Oh, 100%.
I'd fight a bear.
You would lose.
could be beat
No,
a bear.
it
Probably die.
No, not
Do you
me.
think you could beat a bear?
Not if I want to win.
Not a
no.
full-grown bear. No.
Fuck.
Have you
Do
seen
I
the,
have
have,
a
you-
knife?
have y'all seen The Revenant?
Do I have a knife?
Yeah, it's one of the best
Bare
movies ever.
hands.
So you don't
Bare
think you
hands?
could
No, I'm gonna lose.
fight
It's
or
my
fight?
favorite movie.
You don't think you can fight? Here
I
he
think I
goes.
could
Oh,
take a
now he
bear.
just knows all his favorite movies now this week.
Yeah.
The King from Staten Island didn't say it last
Oh,
episode,
God.
but that's such a good fucking movie.
All right. Well, the point is, so if it's fight or fight, you don't think you could get out, or like if a bear attacks you,
Hell no.
I think I'm gonna hurt that bear,
No.
but I'm gonna die.
With what? How you gonna hurt it?
something, dude.
I'm
You're
gonna
not
do
gonna hurt-
something.
n-
I'm
you're
going
not
for its
going to
eyes
If I
hurt
or its
heard it,
nuts.
if like,
You're not going to
is he
hurt
gonna
it.
be sore in the morning?
Nuts.
Yeah, I'll go for
Do you
the
mean
nuts.
hurt?
I'll
Like,
rip-
is he gonna be sore in the morning?
You won't
Probably.
be able to touch it.
No.
Probably.
It's
He'll
gonna
be
limp
sore.
off.
You won't be
It'll
able to
acknowledge
touch
me
it.
as an equal.
No.
Right
Okay.
before
His
it
ear
kills
might
me.
hurt.
Somebody asked me this question earlier this week. This kind of pertains to this subject. Would you rather be This is to me it was easy, but would you rather be in a room, trapped in a room with nothing, just a square room?
'Kay.
And both these animals want to kill you: a pit bull or a horse.
Pitbull.
I'll take a pit
Oh,
bull.
I'm beating the shit out of a pit bull.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not.
Thank
I'm
you.
not
Who
fucking
picked a
with
horse?
A bunch of people. A bunch of people. I've
Stupid. A
asked.
bunch of stupid people.
That's what
How you gonna have?
No, it was
no,
unconfident
Look, here's the
people.
thing. You're pound for pound. You're still stronger than a pit bull. If
You
try
are
to
not
jump-
stronger than a horse. No one
Yeah,
is.
no.
No.
If he
human.
wanted to stomp on you,
I
you're
think-
dead.
Kick.
Yeah, kick.
I think
got
the
kicked
point
by
is
one.
though,
That'd be
what
so scary. He'd try to turn around and fucking. Oh my.
that would be scary. though.
God.
I
What would you do?
I got kicked by one.
Because he can
horse.
bite too. They bite. Horses
Yeah, they'll
bite.
nip you.
Oh, fuck
Nip.
that, dude.
That's a chomp.
I'd rather fight a wolf
Big
than a
ass
horse.
teeth.
I'd rather fight a wolf than a horse.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
No, a horse is
You know,
like,
wolves get to like 180.
dude, a horse breaks your bones and
Yeah,
shit.
but you just
Well,
said
no,
pound
I
for
might,
pound.
I might be able to choke out a wolf. Maybe.
It's true.
I
Wait.
cannot choke out a horse.
Dude,
There's
and then
no
he
way.
just stomped, and you think a horse is gonna stop because your bones are broke? No, he's still stomping on that.
Especially a donkey.
Like
dude.
think
they
of a
have-
hippo.
Do you know donkeys? They get people that have donkeys to protect livestock from wolves.
Yeah. from
Donkeys
wolves.
will kill
Like,
wolves.
Shit out of wolves.
A donkey will kill a wolf.
Then what's a mule?
I know.
So-
You know Mallory's dad, Billy.
Yeah, my uncle.
Yeah, your uncle,
Shout out Uncle Billy.
Uncle Billy. But
He
no,
breeds dogs.
he kicked when we were on that land. Remember when we owned that 1,000-acre land? When Mallory used to like,
007.
what?
That was 007 era.
Oh,
used
it
to
was.
play
It
that.
was. So he had that land. We had multiple dogs die from getting kicked by horses in the head.
Oh yeah,
That's ridiculous.
yeah. One kick.
But wolves are scary though. That's a 180.
They're scary, but a horse is just different. Like
But-
a hippo.
If
But I
there's a
guess
horse that I can
wolf
see
pack
that wants
is
to
scary.
kill me,
A regular
Yeah,
wolf
the
isn't,
question.
I don't think.
What would you rather? Would you rather be stuck in a room with a horse? Let's say a cage. Would you rather be stuck in a cage with a horse or a pit bull?
I think the only question
Yeah.
is. The
I
only
think
thing
I'm
is,
winning that fight with
I
a pit
think a
bull.
pit bull's more vicious though.
No, but I
I'm
think
hurt.
Thing.
Okay.
Well, that's my thing. If the question, because they started out with if they both wanted to kill you. Now, if it's just, would you rather be in a room with a random horse? Well, that's
Or a
scary too.
Random horse.
I would take the
Because a
horse.
wild
I'll be
horse
a
would be
random.
scary. A wild
Like a
horse.
fucking Bronco?
That's never. Yeah.
Like what a
It's
overgrown mane?
Unbroken
Fuck
horse.
That.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Some bitch does not like
It's
you.
like annoyingly like it's like, bro, chill out.
It's scary to
type shit.
think about. Like a horse can just do anything he wants to you.
Horses are crazy if you think about it. Isn't it crazy for years and years?
We
and years they
rode
just-
them.
We're just like,
That's
yeah,
crazy to
that's
me.
our job.
It's like
Like,
it's like our
like,
Come
what do
here,
you-
vehicles.
Honda horse.
like, what do they think about? Like, this is just my job. Like,
It's crazy that we ride a horse and we think
No,
we're
they
in
just
control
know
of it.
they're stronger
Anytime
than
a horse
us, and
can
they're
buck
like-
you off and stomp you to
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
That's
They're like, I'll let you
crazy.
ride.
Can't run from it.
I'll
It's
let
gonna
you
catch
ride.
you.
All right.
yeah, you can't run from it.
You
Its
bring me
hooves are
food.
basically rocks.
Rocks.
And
That's
they're-
weird
and
too.
They're so strong.
The hooves are weird. What is a hoof?
A rock.
Hoof.
Toenail.
It's a stone.
Imagine
dude.
getting a
Hood.
hood.
It's a
right
toenail.
the fuck over.
Say that.
I got hit one time in the jaw by a horse. It was like a little pony.
It still fucked you up.
It messed me
Knocked you
up.
smooth the fuck out. She always
We're gonna
crying.
cut that out.
All right, that's enough. Yeah,
Pony.
pony.
It was a
Yeah, I mean,
Shetland
it wasn't
pony.
a full-grown horse. It was like a
Miniature pony.
Like a minute.
It was a merry-go-round.
It was
What
actually
if it was
just,
actually
a
the
fake-
merry-go-round?
yeah,
it was a
it
fake
was-
one. It went up when he was trying to get on and it got him.
it was actually just a really tall dog.
really tall
That guy
dog.
kicked hard.
Go ahead and tell him what you were doing.
It was a
Huh?
bull
Tell him-
mastiff.
Tell him what happened to you leading up. What did
okay.
someone tell you?
Okay, so I was at a ranch, and this woman said, "Hey, don't go behind the horse and scare, 'cause it will kick you."
And then what'd you do?
So I went
Boo.
behind the horse. I
Okay.
did, ah.
No,
And
What
scared
the
the horse.
fuck,
No.
Brody?
And that thing kicked me.
Actual
What were you thinking in your head though? Like,
dumbass.
someone
It's
says,
it's like someone
"Don't
say,
go
"You
behind the
idiot."
horse and
And
scare him."
It's like-
Ah!
Yeah, I don't know,
He
but
gets right behind it. Ah!
it rocked me.
Ah! What was
Like,
your?
pet
What do
it.
you think was gonna happen?
Just pet
I
it.
don't know.
You
I
think he
didn't
was
know
gonna
what
faint?
I was gonna see what's gonna happen.
Just
So I
pet
was
it.
like, You know, what, I'm gonna do it.
Skip a
It's
little
like saying
pet.
don't press that button right there.
Brody, like, okay, if we're going with like the less scary animal that I think would kill all of y'all, I think a panda would kill you. That'd be like the less scary I think would kill you. I think that'd be the most embarrassing
take a
thing that
panda.
could kill you.
No, pandas
I
are
could take a
fucking.
panda.
I
I'd
think
take that
panda
stupid
got-
little bamboo shoot out of its mouth and
Bro,
right in the neck.
panda-
Pandas are fucking.
I think
I'll
like
beat
the
that
most
to
embarrassing
killer.
animal that would beat you is like I think a hawk would just beat the fuck out
No,
of
it
you,
wouldn't.
just coming down and
A
swooping
hawk?
you.
If that,
Brody,
if he tried-
I think a sheep would beat your ass.
Yeah.
A sheep.
Yeah, he'd go behind it, try to scare it.
I think I have a sheep for you, Jr. I think like a fucking fuck. I don't even know you. Maybe like a
fucking pigs.
I
Get
think
attacked by
Pigs are
pigs.
scary.
a wild hog would beat the shit out of
Might
you.
get attacked by Bryson's
Pigs
pig.
are scary.
What's that
Bryson's-
pig called? Petunia.
No, it's it is.
Hey, no pigs are smarter than dogs.
They're ugly.
They
Is that
taste better.
weird?
That's
Tell
an
me
ugly
this.
animal.
Okay, so I was having an argument with another person, and I was like,
Damn, you argue a lot.
I was like, he was like, I said pigs are smarter than dogs. And he's like, I hate that thing. I was like, why? It's just living. It doesn't care. Like it
Oh,
knows what it's
pig?
doing. Yeah,
why do they like mud?
They're like shit.
because it cools them down. There's a reason for everything.
How about you get in water, like we do?
Yeah, they're not that smart.
Well, they gotta find a fucking pond.
You know, if we ate each other, we'd taste more like
But
pork
bacon.
than anything.
Yeah, it's
I heard it was like
we're pink
bacon.
meat. We're not white. We're not
That's
red. We're pink
gross.
meat. It's pork.
So like, even if you cook this, it's always gonna be medium rare.
Like a pork chop.
No, you have to.
Ooh,
you have to
pork
fully
chops are
cook.
good.
We
You
taste
have
like
to
a pork
fully
chop.
cook pork.
We would taste like bacon, not
Yeah.
bacon, but like a pork
I
chop.
heard it was bacon. I, heard
I would
taste
taste
like-
mostly like bacon.
What
Bacon.
the
I heard it
fuck
was
are we
bacon.
talking about right
If we taste like we eat, then what would y'all taste like?
now?
If you would
taste like fucking potatoes.
If I know I'm getting cooked, I'm gonna eat like
Like-
pineapples. I'm gonna try to make it enjoyable.
No, what do you think if you got cooked right now? If I gave you no choice,
A baconator.
potatoes.
if I got a panda in here to kill you and cook you, huh? He's dead, Jr. He's fucking
Did you say
dead.
Donald? It's Donner.
Jo-
Donner.
it's Dahmer.
Donner. What did I
Dahmer.
say?
Donner.
You said Donner.
You said Johnner.
Johnner with a
I said
D.
Johnner.
Shout out.
Jeffrey Dahmer. But what do you think, Brody? What would you think you taste like?
Baconator for sure.
That motherfucker
You eat those
eats
a lot?
so bad.
I would taste definitely like potatoes.
There's no way he
fries,
lives past 50.
Probably French. I would taste like
Dude,
salt for
you.
sure.
I'm-
I'd be salty as fuck.
What about you?
Like wild game. I'd have a real gamey
Wild
taste.
game?
Ugh. That's so gross. Like, why would you taste wild?
I just eat herbs,
What if you tasted fishy?
pound and rosemary.
When you say
when
herbs, I
get
just
home.
think of asparagus. Like,
When you think,
That's
no,
not a-
I think of
I
garlic
don't
when
know
I hear the
why.
word
I
herb.
love asparagus.
ugh, what?
Wait, what you said?
I
I think of
Is
garlic.
that a herb?
asparagus.
No, but herbs and
Garlic.
garlic is a flavor. Herb and garlic,
Yeah.
Oh,
Garlic's an herb.
herb grilled.
salmon. I think I would taste like a.
What, you fucking your arms hurt?
Oh, you
For
just,
my
like,
fucking-
You just landed on my arm. It was weird.
I think
You gotta
I,
hold hands.
Talking to
I
the
think
mic.
I would taste like bacon. Like
Yeah.
You
'cause
don't
that's-
even eat bacon.
Yeah, a lot because of my diet.
Bacon's
Why?
fat though. You're more lean now.
Yeah, I probably taste like a fucking ball of muscle.
Yeah.
All of muscle.
Shut
I
the
taste
fuck
like a
up.
clam.
That tastes like a steak.
A clam?
Yeah, they're just muscle.
What?
I've only had fried.
Do you have a
clam.
pearl in you?
Did y'all
never
see?
had
Did y'all
clams.
see the DMX tribute last night on the Jake Paul thing? Oh,
No.
dude, it was so.
Full
dope.
disclosure, I did
Dope.
not watch that fight.
Yeah, I didn't
at
watch
all.
it either.
It was
I was
so
at work.
fucking dope.
It was
I
dope.
wasn't at work. I just didn't want to.
It was like
I
they
was just
showed.
playing
It
Warzone.
was like him, all his songs, and it was him in music videos and shit. But it wasn't like his music was like echoed and it had no beat to it. It was just like stop, drop, shut him down, and it shut
So they just
Uh,
isolated the vocals and played those.
And it was like black and white pictures of him, and they were like moving in and out the pictures, and he was like, and then it went
That's
down
cool.
to like, if I died right now, I'm okay with how I live and shit like that. And then it was like, I'm getting goosebumps. And then he was like, one part was like, if y'all love me, I love you, unconditional and shit like that. And it was like him holding the mic on stage and sweat. Like, it was so dope, bro.
Yeah, I've been watching those all like those been coming out all week. Not like tributes, but like all kinds of old videos and shit that I just didn't know.
He,
Yeah, I've been seeing
it's
a lot of
crazy.
those.
Like, okay, you know how people always say like, they're so overappreciated when they die. I feel like DMX case. I think he was just. It's not that he was overappreciated when he died. He's underappreciated when he was living. Towards the end of his life, no one talked about DMX.
I
enough.
think it's only our generation though, because like the generation before is like their DMX is their Drake almost.
Yeah.
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 Like
Rough
for real.
Riders anthem.
Like
Dude.
he was like selling out like huge
Was
ass
also
shows.
is you don't know
yeah.
any other rapper to sound like DMX ever. He's his
No.
own. He's
yeah,
his own.
he was selling, and then he was going like overseas with it. Like,
Yeah.
the
Did y'all ever see
world
that video
knows
of his
DMX.
show? His outside concert.
There's
Yes,
so
it
many
was
like
so many
so-
people.
Oh
dude.
my god, he was
Where
like.
was that at? You know?
I think he performed at Woodstock. I think that was at
And that
Woodstock.
thing was
It was
packed.
1999
It might have been Woodstock.
when he was wearing the red overalls,
I don't know, but it might have
Yes.
been Woodstock.
Yeah.
But he did perform at Woodstock before.
and
Dude,
the
that
crowd
would
was
be
going.
Imagine
Yeah,
being
that
there.
thing was
Imagine being
lit.
there.
That'd been so fun.
Imagine being there.
There was you could see
Oh.
people moshing in the front.
It was probably
I've never
crazy.
been to a
I
mosh.
could mosh to DMX.
Oh,
y'all
you
are
could kill
coming.
the DMX.
Y'all are coming.
Like stab people.
Birdie.
Ah!
Bro, unrelated to this, it was before he had passed. I was riding one day and I had my Spotify just going on random,
Yeah.
and Rough Riders anthem came up, and I'm just driving
dude.
south of Hackberry, and that came on. I was like,
I've
God.
been,
damn.
no, like, tear it up. Let me see you tear it up. We all
Dude,
in the club. We
He
all
reminds
tear
me
it
of
up.
street football.
That's
Yeah.
that song off of it.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah,
like-
Tear it up. Let me see.
Yeah.
But he was
Can
on
y'all
a
even do
couple of them.
Y'all gonna make me lose my. And his ad libs are always like,
I like
"Woo,
where the
y'all
hood is."
gonna make me lose my mind."
Yeah,
That's crazy,
That's
bro.
a legend.
I
Duh,
know
duh.
that from like Mike.
And then the Rough Rider anthem. And then there's one that's like, what did he say? He has one of the dopest lines. He's like, bark very little, but I know how to fight. I know how to chase a cat up in the tree. I get the bitch for fucking with me. You crazy? It's so dope.
He's such a that. He was like one of the first hype rappers.
Yeah,
Like
he's hype as fuck.
that shit gets you going. That is pregame shit
Yeah.
all the way.
Wait, so you mosh pitted before?
Yeah,
bro.
That's all he does when he goes to
I've
concerts.
never mosh pitted. I wanted to.
Well, you've
the
never been to a
funnest thing.
concert, huh?
It's the fun.
Yeah, I've never been to a
It's the
concert.
funnest
What
thing.
did you mosh at?
I'll tell you this.
He goes to Astroworld.
I've been-
bro,
I've been
every
to
year.
Astroworld.
He goes
They
a lot
mosh
of-
at Astroworld?
Yes.
Oh my
Isn't Travis
god.
Scott big on that? Like, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he. That's
There's
what he
artists that are
wants.
bigger than others in moshing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Like
A$AP
Playboy
Rocky's
Cardi.
a big mosh, right?
Like Playboy Cardi.
Oh, Playboy's a big
Is he
mosh.
good at moshing?
Probably. Oh my. No, like he has the craziest.
And he's
show.
at Astroworld, right?
He went last year.
Yeah.
He has the craziest show, but a lot of people people don't listen to him. He doesn't have that great music. Like he has good music or whatever, but he doesn't make like fucking. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
what he does is just the energy he puts out is like that's how the crowd is, and that's so fun to be a part of.
So are we going next year?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
Astroworld?
It's
To
this year.
Astroworld?
It's
It's
this
this
year.
year.
It's this year.
Y'all want to go?
He
wanna mosh
Travis
pit.
Scott was on this new album, that Slime Language 2,
Yeah.
Young Thug's album that just dropped.
Yeah.
Travis Scott's on it. He says pop out at the festival in November. So I
It's gonna be at the. It's gonna be Utopia.
He's been
Because
talking
he
about-
didn't
well,
name it. He didn't name it in that tweet, did he? Or that.
he didn't name it in the
So
line
it's
or
Utopia.
anything.
It's gonna be Utopia.
It has to be because he's already. Because actually, there's another song that's out, and he said something about the fest being called or pop out at Utopia.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be
Where's
Utopia.
that at?
It's Houston. It's
Houston.
one day.
It's always in Houston.
What?
Oh.
And it's-
oh,
it's
I'll go to that
I'm
one.
going.
Want to go?
I'm
We
no,
should all
we're
go
going.
together.
We're
I'll go to
going.
that one.
No, we're going. Like as soon as the tickets drop, I'm sending y'all the link. and
Let's
I'll-
do it.
Yeah.
I'll
We
go.
already have a hotel.
Let's,
The hotel
let's
we
podcast at it.
Let's podcast at it. Well, you know where
And
NRG
let's
is, right?
vlog it, and then we can post that to the background of a podcast or something like that.
You know where NRG is?
Huh?
That would be dope.
You want to go?
Yeah. you
November?
November.
We can
No,
have
everybody's
the
going.
crew right here to go,
No, everybody's going.
and then
Like,
we'll have people
everyone you
outside of
know
it.
is-
But I mean, if we get all of us here, we could podcast and do all that and do that
Podcast
business in the hotel
and
room.
everything, and-
We could bring a table and just podcast in the hotel room.
How cool would it be to podcast outside?
Do what? Okay.
You know,
We could take
You know what's
if we
cool, though?
podcast outside or if we interview people, we could always take these mics out and just hold them and do it.
You,
You know-
realize we'd have to have
All the mixers, though.
This.
You
And
know-
then we'd have software. We have the software. We'd have to do it in a hotel room.
we have to have a
Hold
great ass
Do you think you
laptop
can
too.
run Audacity and everything off that? If we
no
ever,
100% Audacity. Yeah.
so we
What'd you
can
say,
run a
JR?
podcast just off that.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Dude, do you know
Has
how
a
good it'd
mic?
be to vlog with that?
you realize how much fucking
It has a built-in
people would
mic.
go nuts. We roll up there with JR filming on that camera.
Oh my God, we would have the best footage.
Ooh,
How much
we're
are tickets
doing
usually?
this.
Like on drop?
$100.
That's not
You
bad.
wanna
Oh,
go?
that's easy.
Everybody want to go?
Yeah.
All right,
if
we'll play.
Oh, we're
schedule's
going.
free. I'm
We're
going.
going.
You
We're
know what's
going.
scary though? You know what's scary about it?
Hmm.
What?
Travis Scott. This is the only. I mean, I don't know if it's the only person who does it, but it's the only person in my experience. He does not drop the lineup
Until,
or
like-
like the time people are performing
But
or
you know it's
none
gonna be a
of
good
that
lineup.
until the day of.
But
You're
oh,
in
That's a-
line and
that's
he
a good
drops it.
surprise. I like that though.
It's
That's
so
fucked up.
fun. It's
Ooh.
so fun. Like we were
Who are we
like
That's
getting?
cool.
the first time I went, the first one, the lineup didn't drop. So and we didn't know about it. So we're just like, I guess it's just Travis. Like it's just a Travis concert. Like I was okay with that. You know what I mean? But he had like 9 people performing.
Who was the 9?
How-
He had Young Thug,
how many? Y'all
Trippie
stay 2
Red.
days, right? Y'all stay 2 nights in a hotel.
We stayed one night. It's a one-night festival.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
we stayed 2 nights because we go
It's
that
a
day.
2-day festival, right?
It's
Go
a
the day
one-day
before.
festival.
And didn't Obama go there? And you
Sheck
saw him at
West
the
was
club?
there.
Check
Well,
West.
well,
Yeah,
West, my bad.
I saw him at the club. I'm actually going to see Sheck West Thursday at the club.
What club? Oh, in Houston.
Yep. So I'm about to.
That's gonna be lit.
I'm gonna give y'all an update.
What y'all think about Slalom English too?
I love it. It's
I like
it's
it.
crazy. It's kind of like it's like if you're a cool kid, you're on this album. Young
Mhm.
Thug doesn't even like. I like Young Thug because he doesn't like make shit for himself almost. He just does it
It
just
accommodates to who his features are.
like he just. It's like it's not like he doesn't. It's not. He's not like this is my album. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is an album.
shares that
I
fucking
think
album.
you guys should hear. And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
releases it.
He puts
That's
everybody,
what I
he puts
like.
everybody
Well, it's because he
together.
came up like almost sharing a career with fucking Rich
Everyone.
Homie.
A lot of
And
people.
But him and Rich Homie were like 1 and 2. Like
Are they still beefing?
I don't know,
Did
but they
you hear about that beef?
yeah, but they came up together.
Yeah.
Like they're like cousins.
I think actually Rich Homie just got out of his deal,
I love Rich Homie, bro.
so he's about to start again rapping.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go.
I love Rich Homie, bro.
Has he
Remember
released anything since he was on that little Dickie song?
No,
He
yeah, he's released an
has,
album.
but it
He
hasn't
released
been-
what's that album called that you sent? Remember? It has Gamble on it, Back End, all that shit.
I don't know what it's called. I forgot.
Look up Gamble by Rich
Rich Homie
Homie, and
Quan.
it should say the album, what album it's on. That album was the most recent that I remember.
No, he's dropped some.
No, he's dropped some since.
Yeah, he's dropped. It's just he's not with a label anymore. So and it's just he doesn't have the backing. He doesn't have producers. He
It's
doesn't
hard.
have like when you're with a label, you have all that. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
saying you have it, but like it's access. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
So like when you go independent, they're-
Back to the basics.
Back to the basics. That was on, but there he's released something since
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
He's released something.
that's a
Since
great album though.
then. That is such a good album. That's some bangers on it. Gamble and Back End and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I play Gamble all the time.
Yeah, I still play some Rich Homie.
Oh, day. That's how Rich Homie sounds.
I've never heard that song. Whatever you just said. I'm joking.
It comes
dude,
in like a
chill.
church, like the what do you call that? What's that instrument? It's like
And
The harp?
organ.
Organ?
organ. It
Is
comes in
it?
with an organ. Yeah.
If you're talking about like a church piano where it's got this really echo,
okay.
it's an organ.
We might as well just talk about this on the podcast. How the hell do we set up the audio to where we can hear it? But I mean, obviously we can't play it out loud. But how could we? You would have to mute the mics, right?
No, there's a
I
way they
don't
do
know.
it. There's a way they do it.
Yeah, but we don't have to get into
No,
that now. I'm
no,
just
no.
talking about
It's
it.
through their headsets.
No, yeah. You play it on the computer.
It's through their headsets.
There's a way.
But
we
our
could-
headsets aren't hooked up to a computer, are they?
Yeah,
they
it
are.
is.
The mixer is.
Yeah.
So do you think you could play it through the headset?
There's a way to do it because like
We'd
I
have to figure it out one day.
Well,
Yeah,
we
well-
ain't gonna sit here and fucking troubleshoot it and have everybody watching us. Fucking, we're like, this is all I hear.
Well, that's just showing that we're. I mean,
We're Bob
Yeah,
the Builder.
I think I know an easier way.
okay.
But I mean, that's just if we ever like need to preview something or just you know what I
Yeah.
mean, little like we could start incorporating like little videos, like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like the Ben Askren and shit, like those press conferences, bro.
They were
Fucking
funny.
hilarious.
Now I
Ben's
don't even
funny.
care about
Ben's
that.
funny, but now I don't like him.
You don't like Ben either?
My thing is, I liked him at first because I thought he was gonna try really hard.
I
But
like
it seemed like he didn't try. He didn't even like care. I don't like
Didn't
that.
drop weight.
I didn't- I
Well,
don't
I
like
don't
that.
think he took Jake serious.
It doesn't matter.
No.
But that's my thing. How do you can't be
Which
a
for
competitor?
good reason, because Jake hasn't been taken serious by anybody.
Yeah, but it's not for good reason.
It is.
But if you're a competitor,
Jake's
there's no
not.
good
oh,
reason
oh,
to not.
but it's good reason because
Oh,
Jake
yeah.
don't know how to pick good competition, so he's not going to be taken serious until he does that.
Yeah, but
He's
Yeah,
not
but
gonna be
I
Ben
take him
Askren-
less serious.
He's not going
now.
to be respected by any fight fans until he takes a fight.
But
A fight on.
I take him less serious now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you're going to keep. If he does another fight with a YouTuber and knocks him out, you're going to be like, no, this is getting old. Why don't you fight someone? You're a pro boxer,
Yeah, I
Jake.
want him to call out somebody that. Could
I just
actually
want him to
box.
fight not even a pro, fight an amateur boxer.
A boxer has had to have called him out. He needs to take whoever calls
He
him.
called out.
It's so annoying.
What's
They
his
gave
name?
his
Tyson
first.
Fury's
You know they gave his
how
first.
good is Tyson
brother.
Fury's little
His
brother?
first fight ever, he fought a YouTuber who had never
That's
had a fight, and they were
He
both
called
pro
him out.
boxers.
Good.
That's a pro boxing
I
fight.
hope he fights him.
Huh?
How
I
how
want
good
him
is
to fight a
Fury's
boxer.
brother.
Tyson Fury's little brother? Does he box?
Yeah, and he's 6'7".
He's good.
Oh my god.
He called him out.
Okay, I would like to see that. Does he box?
I don't think he boxes. I think he
See,
trains,
you-
but he doesn't box.
See, that's why I'm saying Jake Paul is smart as fuck. Like he knows what he's doing. It's just annoying that people
Well,
don't
he
catch
knows
on,
he should know that it's gonna get old real fast. He's not at Connor. He can't do this for years.
especially after that fight.
Can't do this for years. His shit's gonna fall off real fast.
Yeah.
Well, Connor fights people, like fights
And
real
wins
people, and
against
has
real
won and
people.
has lost against real people though. You know what I mean?
But also
real
Connor
fighters.
changes his shit up. I mean, his persona changes fight to fight.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
Do you like
But-
humble Connor or braggadocious Connor?
I can listen to humble Connor better, but it's still not Connor. It's still not who that is. He's
Right.
just playing a humble character.
Yeah, but do you think
Who's more scarier?
I like when
Humble.
Connor talks shit to people I like better because I don't know though. Destin,
I think
I don't know.
just Connor's just too good at shit. Like he
His mouth
makes
has
it
got him.
funny,
Yeah.
but you also it's
Yeah.
not corny.
Yeah.
Like you still take him serious, but
he's
it's still
such a-
hilarious.
He's a world-class shit talker.
Like it's crazy.
Oh, he's
That's-
one of the
that's-
He's the best shit.
who's next? Who's next?
Who's a better shit talker than Connor?
No, not saying. I think he might be the best, but who would be next? Like who do you
Who's
think
second
of?
best?
Who's the second best shit talker?
That's hard.
No, I can find someone better than Connor.
Who?
Ali was a better shit talker than Connor.
Ali was a great shit talker.
Ali used to say
Okay,
shit
well,
that made you
now-
think like, damn,
well,
this guy's old.
That
Who's
dude
active?
like,
shit talk
I'm
you
gonna
with
sting you
poetry.
with my bee sting, and I'm gonna make you look at me.
Who's active now?
Huh?
Who active
Active
fighters now? Who could sell a fight the best? How about let's put it
Oh,
that way.
sell a fight Connor.
Well, no, I'm saying besides Connor.
Yeah, who's
Like,
another good
besides
one?
Connor.
Who can
Just a good one.
So are we saying who
Just a
sells
good
a
one.
fight from their mouth?
Yeah,
Who's a good shit talker?
who's a good shit talker?
Guess
It's hard, huh?
Who can get-
Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
Is he a good shit talker?
Yeah, he's good.
But he's also kind of humble too sometimes. So it's
Yeah, I'm
he
more
doesn't
like that,
talk
like a
too
little-
like Conor McGregor is outlandish.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley is the best shit talker in the US.
Okay,
No,
I'll take
Sean
that.
O'Malley.
I'll take that right now. Do you think he's gonna have a good like? You think he's coming up?
Huh?
Sean O'Malley. You think he's about to
Fuck
get
yeah.
big?
Sean O'Malley's the truth.
What weight class is he in?
He's 35. He's my second favorite division. Bantamweight. That's
he
that's
fighting
that's
it?
the
Is that
Petr
where he's gonna
Yan,
stay?
the Aljamain Sterling, Corey Sandhagen, TJ Dillashaw division.
I like TJ Dillashaw.
That's all of them.
So you
Dominic
think
Cruz.
you think he's staying there?
Yeah, he'll be at 35. He's a tall, big 35er who needs to stay.
Who's he fighting next?
Dominic Cruz is who he's calling out, and that's who's calling him out. So hopefully we get the Dominic Cruz fight. If
Get on
not,
it,
he'll
Dana.
probably fight someone like Cheeto Vera again. He lost to Cheeto, but the only reason he lost because he tore his ankle up.
Some dude's name's Cheeto.
But his
See,
name's
look,
Marlon.
see that energy? Why don't you have that energy with Connor?
What? What do you mean?
He's like, yeah, he lost. He only lost his leg, but he only lost because his leg got tore up. But other than that, but
No,
with Connor, he's
he
like,
lost because.
Yeah,
he
'cause-
tore. You see what that chest
No.
move, the fucking calf kick, dude?
What are you talking about?
I'm just.
No one
I'm
kicked
just
it.
asking.
No one kicked Sean's leg
Okay,
to
what
tear it
happened?
up. He stepped back and sprained his ankle and it broke and he fell down.
Well, he's a pussy for that.
Connor got beaten by the other guy.
Okay. You're right. Jesus
God
Christ!
damn,
I was just
it's
checking
the
on
same
you.
thing.
I was just
Sean
checking
O'Malley
on you.
sprained his ankle
I
while
was just
stepping
checking on
back.
I was
I,
just
like,
checking.
I like Sean O'Malley.
So worked up with
Yeah.
fighting.
I love.
I like Sean O'Malley too, but I don't like his rainbow hair.
I love it. It's his person.
You saw the one.
His
The
persona.
weed leaf in his hair.
Yeah.
You seen that one?
He braided his hair as a
He
weed
braided-
leaf.
That's
yeah. So dope.
Oh my god.
This is-
What did
I
he
like
say?
that.
He
Like
said
that.
something.
I
He's
don't
so
like Nate.
funny on social
I'm
media.
gonna say this again. I don't like Nate Diaz.
I don't either.
I'm just gonna keep saying it.
He said, you know how TJ Dillashaw, he's been out for 4 years because of EPO? He said, Dominic, there's no one else to fight, so beat me up at the end of this year. He said, Corey Sandhagen's about to beat the EPO out of TJ Dillashaw. Aljamain Sterling's still knocked out from that knee. Petr Yan's disqualified because he throws the knee. There's no one else for you to beat up. Beat me up. Don't like me. Beat me up. It was so funny, his video, his call video. And then he was like, last year he was up for knockout of the year with Cody Garbrandt.
That walk off.
Cody ducked. His knockout was he ducked and just threw it like this and threw it like like overhand without looking. And Sean O'Malley's was just a straight and he walked off after he knocked him out. And Sean O'Malley went, yeah. So you guys got to go vote on my bookie. You got to go vote for who the best knockout of is. It got to be mine. I stepped in there, caught him with a straight. Or you can vote for Cody. He was so cool. He just ducked his fucking head and he didn't look. And he hit him. It was so cool. He was like, but it's a close race.
That's hilarious.
He's like, it's so cool to throw a no look. Like I don't know where I'm throwing. And you throw it and you connect. Whoa! But I really put a lot into it. But he's so fucking funny.
That's hilarious.
He's so funny.
I wanted to tell you guys about this weekend that I did buy my first NBA Top Shot card.
Oh, NFT.
Yeah, well, I guess
I
it's,
do like
it is
it.
NFT. The NBA version. It's cool as
It's
fuck.
the Brandon Ingram.
Yeah,
the
the
jump
Brandon
shot.
I want to keep.
I want to
buying
buy
it.
that KD one. That
Good
$20
luck.
So
one.
what is it for? Like,
Might as well.
So if you buy it,
It's like a baseball card on virtual. It's a virtual baseball card that is like a moment though. That's the way I.
Oh,
explain
But
it to
look,
like a
It's
like
hard
a
to
video
explain.
Right,
type
it's just a-
card.
it's
you
just a
own
little
that
video.
moment. You
It's a
own
GIF.
that
You own
moment.
that moment.
Okay.
It's like having like a baseball card of Kevin Durant.
Except
own
if
that
have
card.
the card, and he's moving on it.
Oh, it's
Okay.
like
Yeah.
a GIF of a
Yeah.
play.
It's a virtual card.
Now,
that you know.
now
It's the only way to convert a card into a video.
Right now, I saw it, and the reason why it's
So many
valuable
people
is
are getting
because once NFT stands for non-fungible token. So once you release this art piece or whatever you're working on, say it's those cards. Once you say you release 20 of them, you can't go back and edit it, take it off the market, do anything with it. Once it's released, it's released. So that way, everything that's released is unique. You know what I mean? It's
It's
unique,
classic. It's
which
original.
makes it valuable. Uniqueness makes
What'd
it
you say the most expensive Kevin Durant one was? It was that final shot, right?
like 29,000.
Cool.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Speaking of basketball, y'all seen Steph Curry's 3-point?
Oh, he's been
shot?
going off
He's going off.
this month
They're
actually.
losing though.
Steph Curry's back to just dropping
Oh,
He
balls.
is-
it's-
they're losing.
But they're
he's-
losing games, so it's
They
not
won
credible.
last game. They won last
No,
game.
they
I
didn't.
believe.
They lost to the Celtics last night.
Yeah, yeah, they lost to Celtics. Hey, but
You
he
saw that circus shot he made?
Yeah, where
he's
he just
making
threw it up.
he's
It's old Steph Curry, but the thing with Steph Curry is he needs a team behind him to be
Yeah,
good.
he needs
but
to-
everyone does.
Not
Who?
LeBron. He brought name the second
He
best
brought-
player on the 2007 Cavs team.
I don't know, dude.
Antoine
I
Jackson.
wasn't even watching basketball in 2007. I was like
And-
7.
Okay, name the second best player when LeBron went up against the Warriors in 2015 on that team.
You name him.
Kyrie Irving,
Nope, he didn't play.
Kevin
You
Love.
name him.
Nope, he didn't play. Broke
Okay.
his shoulder.
You name him.
Huh?
Okay.
Matthew Dellavedova.
He has a good defense, kind of.
Here's my thing. I hate
When's
him.
the last time you heard of him?
I hate Matthew Devlin.
I-
The other day he got crossed
Fuck
by
that
Steph.
is.
Oh, he did. Figures.
No. I mean, I guess, but
The
at the same time,
the greats can carry a team, not to the finals.
yeah. But how
Carry a
about,
team, in my opinion,
what
is
else-
going to the playoffs
how
and
do-
winning more than one playoff round.
But I feel like you can carry a team from different positions easier. I think it's way harder to carry a team from a point guard position if you're a scoring point guard. He's putting up like 50 like every other night. Like it's
He's scoring over 30 past 10 games.
I mean,
believe.
how much else do you want out of him? What else can Curry do to make wins?
Make his teammates better. Because if you
I
make
mean,
yourself
yeah.
better, like that's why Kevin Durant is never will be considered better than LeBron. Kevin Durant, for the eye test, it tells you Kevin Durant's obviously better at basketball than LeBron. He's more skilled basketball player than LeBron, right?
Right.
He's more skilled. But LeBron just elevates his team better, which makes him a better player.
Forward generation.
but-
You would always pick LeBron better
But
over
what,
KD.
but there's things that elevate. But there's things that you do that elevate your team better,
Like
blocks, like the block in the famous block in the finals. You know, LeBron's famous block where he came back, the momentum
Monique
switch.
Iguodala?
Curry couldn't do that against anyone other than if it was like someone maybe his height or a little-
Curry can get the steal before he even goes up for the shot. I mean, it's just different things that people can do, but they can be put in the same situation. Iguodala
I
can
don't
going
know.
up and Curry pick the ball right before he goes up. It's
My
just
point
different.
is,
it's not going to be as
LeBron is
flashy.
damn near the perfect specimen to be the best.
Yeah, I mean, he's gifted. He's so gifted. I mean,
Like, I'm
Kevin
just
Durant's
talking about,
damn
like,
near
even-
gifted to be the best scorer because of how tall and how much he can
He
shoot.
can shoot
I mean,
from
he's got the
40.
highest award in basketball, and that's Space Jam.
I mean, okay, yeah, that's hilarious. Are y'all ready for that? We talked about that last week.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
I'm not really
About
excited.
how bad of an actor he looks like in the trailer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it, but
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
watch it.
It's not.
I'm
I'm excited for
probably-
Mortal Kombat more.
I
like
mean,
I
I-
said.
I'm more excited. Yeah.
We're watching that together.
Is it this weekend?
Yeah, it's this weekend.
Mortal
We're watching that
Kombat?
together.
Is it Friday night actually?
What we're gonna
Mortal
do
Kombat
is
Friday night.
you can come. We're gonna get popcorn. We're gonna chill
I
here.
can't- I can't have
Let's
popcorn.
fucking get over. it.
Stop.
I'll bring chips and dip.
Here you go.
God damn.
What is it? Glucose or whatever?
Diverticulitis.
Glaucoma.
What?
Diverticulitis.
No,
You really got that word down, didn't you?
Yeah.
How long?
Because
how
I
many times?
have it.
Oh my god. Okay. So you can't eat popcorn.
I could eat it, but it's gonna hurt so bad.
He's gonna bitch
You have a patella tendon.
all
Say that.
night.
A what?
You have a patella tendon. Say that.
A patellatin?
Yeah, there you go.
A jelly.
You have that, but you don't know how to say it. Not don't just say because I have diverticulosis.
Diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis.
Huh?
It's an inflammation of the.
He
Small
has that, but
intestine.
he said, but that's why because you said, oh, you know how to say that. And he was like, because I have it. You have a patella tendon, but you don't know how to say that.
I don't have it.
Patella
Yes,
tendon.
you do.
What was it called?
Tendon, man.
Patella tendon.
patella tendon.
Yeah, but do you?
I think you're saying
The
tendon
difference is he goes to a
That's
doctor.
the easy part.
The difference is he goes to a doctor and they tell him, "Hey, you have this."
I had a full body
They
scan.
don't say, "Hey, you have
Hey.
this bone in your body."
He
Yeah, we all learned
I
that
had a
when we were
full
fucking
body
6th
scan
grade.
on me.
straight up hung up on the doctor's office.
What?
Yeah.
He hung up on the doctor's office because he didn't know who.
What was it they said?
Are
Some
you
word.
kidding me?
They said some big words. Like, I don't even know what that is, so I hung up on them. It was for my blood work.
Oh my God, you have glaucoma.
What if they were like, you have?
I don't know if that.
What if the big word was A type?
No,
You're
it was-
A
it was
positive
some-
blood. And he's like, fuck
I
that.
forget now.
It's
AIDS.
over the P, I think.
You have
You have AIDS.
You have O negative. No, I don't.
It's like, hey, this is blah 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 from the doctor's office. I'm like, I don't know them.
I thought it was a spam call. It's the doctor's
Yeah.
office telling him about his blood work results.
I didn't know what the
Yo,
big
my
word
phone
meant,
lately,
so.
I have so many random numbers that call my phone. Everything's a spam.
Hey,
risk.
how
Is
No,
bad is
yes.
spam calls?
No,
How
it's
bad
bad
is
right
spam
now.
calls. No, wait. Spam calls aren't always spam calls. I just figured that out. The other day, I answered the phone.
Oh,
and
I
it was
know.
someone who I didn't have their number saved. It said spam risk.
I get the
No, no,
ones.
no. I don't get the spam risk. I just get random numbers.
Oh,
I
I
get
get
the
spam
one-
risk.
I
for-
get the ones
I gotta
like-
answer
That's
spam
an iPhone-
now.
That's a new iPhone feature where they do spam risk.
It's so stupid.
You ever
Because now
got-
I'm scared. If I
Yeah,
answer,
now
I'm
it's
getting my
like-
shit hacked.
You ever got the ones like, hey, we got a warrant for your arrest?
I
or
love that
something?
one. That's a fun one.
I get those all
Bank
the
fraud.
time.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah.
What the
I-
fuck are you mean?
No,
like,
y'all
what?
think that's y'all think that's bad?
Or they try to
I-
get you with these random bills that you're like, what?
No, I actually get them.
No, that's just your bill collectors, dude.
No, I actually get
yeah,
these
but
calls.
I don't. I'm not late on any bills.
I actually get these calls. The person before me, her name is Courtney Wall. Or I don't know her full name. Dude, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Look, I don't know her full name. Look, I know.
Sorry, Courtney.
We can
Edit.
bleep that out, huh?
Stop, dude. Edit. All right. My point is, her name is Courtney, and like, she has warrants out for her arrest,
You
Oh,
have her old
dude,
number?
I've gotten
Yes.
Yeah.
and the cops are looking for her
Yeah.
and her children.
Whoa.
I think she has to turn them in like
Hold
dead
up.
ass. Like it's crazy. Like I'd be like, that's why
I've gotten somebody gave my number to I don't know. I think it was Allen Parish PDs for a bond. They gave them my number, so they called me and they're like, is this so and so?" I was like, "No." They were like, "You didn't make your bond payment." I was like, "I can guarantee you, I'm not on bail."
Like,
And they were
nah,
like,
we're gonna need it.
"Really?" I was like, "What's?" I had them verify that it was the cops. I was like, "All right, here's my driver's license number," and I gave them my driver's license number, and they were like, "Oh." I was like, "How did y'all get duped by a fucking felon?"
Well, I don't know how that works. Like the old number shit. Like, how do I get someone else's number?
I have my old.
I don't
not
know,
even
but I've
that.
been Travis for as long as I can remember.
No, I'm Courtney. I'm Courtney.
I'm Travis.
I'm Hunter.
According to some people, like her
Yo, what's
aunt
up?
still
It's your
calls
dog, Travis.
Actually, you know what's crazy? I think y'all are there. I don't know if y'all are there. But I told y'all this story before. Some guy called. This was in the locker room. You don't remember that?
Oh, I remember something.
Remember
I
he,
remember something like
he
this.
called and he was like, talking about the cops are coming. Like y'all need to you need to get your shit. Remember that in the
And
locker
we were
room?
scared.
And we were scared.
Oh no.
But he was. It was like a dead ass dude. He's like, get the kids, get out, get like they're coming. And we're like,
Oh my
what?
gosh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And we're like,
What a bad time to
that'd
call
be
a wrong number.
You know what's kind of fucked up though? I can tell I was in high school because I went with it.
Yeah.
I told him, okay, I'm gonna hide.
Yeah. I'll get the kids and I'll be out of here.
That's fucked up. That's
Call,
fucked
yeah,
up.
call me when you're in a safe place.
Whatever. I'm sure those kids needed to be grabbed by the cops.
Yeah, true.
Hey, y'all ever seen that movie Eagle Eye with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
What would y'all do if y'all got a random call that said jump now, jump out the window? I'm not doing it.
I'm
If
not
I
doing
walked into my house and I saw all that guns and shit, I'd be so ecstatic. I don't know what I would do.
Well, here's the point.
Fuck, I gotta go.
Oh wait, so
Yeah, like, you're never gonna fucking believe this. It's awesome.
yeah.
I-
No, sir. That's not.
You can't have C4 as a civilian. Shut up.
shut the fuck up.
What
Shut
phones
up.
do
And
this?
now I have it.
Yeah, like, why
Mine.
do we?
That's how I hang my phone up.
Really?
That's like when you say roll your window up in the car. We're like,
That's
Ain't
crazy.
none
We
of us
do
do that
that.
shit.
None of us have or ever did. Actually,
My work
I
truck.
did.
I
does
used
it.
to.
I
have
did.
this too,
I
my
did.
work truck.
do a motion like you're putting on a seatbelt.
No, well, that was
I don't know why,
passenger
but
side.
this one looks always. That one,
I
that
don't-
one
Wait,
always looks
how
good,
do
but
I-
I don't do that shit.
I
I don't
do
do
like-
that shit, but
you
it
do like
always it looks like the motion.
You
It's
do
like,
this
You
right
do
here.
like a back thing where it's
Oh.
like,
Yeah.
like a reach, and then it's like,
I don't do
it's
that.
hot.
oh, I hate
It's
that.
hot. Ah.
That's the worst
then
pain.
Ooh,
You sit down like
Is there anything hotter than a seatbelt in the summer?
nothing.
no.
N-
Seatbelts are
Surface
hot
of
in
the
the winter
sun.
somehow. Sometimes
I
they're
think we're
so
brand-
cold during the winter that they hurt. Like, what the fuck?
I don't
but
know
that-
what that metal is, but it transfers and holds heat better than anything ever. We
It
need
is
to make.
Annoying.
That brings me
fridges
to
out
a
of that
point,
shit.
though.
What?
Sometimes when you fill water that's too hot, like so hot, at first it's cold.
Cold, yeah.
I swear.
Yes.
Like if it's on full blast heat, you're like, ah! That like I did that the other day.
I usually
showers.
find out once
I
I put
can't-
my entire body under the shower.
Like if you did this, if someone's like that water is either freezing or boiling, not boiling, but hot, and you do, and it's like, all right, you gotta stick your finger in like that real fast, you wouldn't be able to
You
tell.
wouldn't
what
be
it
able
is.
to
I'm like, what? No, just taking it for like 3 seconds. Like,
Birdie would probably be like, what?
Yeah. Brody's like, it's scalding. It's scalding. As he
What's
continues
scalding?
to drink it.
No, yeah, steam
Diverticulosis.
is coming out.
Diverticulitis.
It has nuts in it.
He's fucking. He talks about his tummy hurting
A lot.
so much for a
Actually,
grown
last
man.
time we went to walk-ons. Look,
he
last-
really eats horrible.
Yeah.
Was he there last time?
No.
He didn't
Wait.
come. You didn't come, right?
no,
Yeah, no,
it
no,
was
that-
you, Caleb, and Kendall. It was y'all three.
He didn't come either.
No.
Oh,
neither
remember
one.
when he ordered a whole plate of fucking food?
I didn't read it right.
He ordered a whole plate of corn
No.
and it's just like, I can't eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was corn
I
mixed with
just-
Cornfish.
I
He's
just
like,
wondered-
who
It
wants
was
it?
street corn. It was
Who
street
wants
corn.
it? Who
Mexican street
wants it?
Yeah.
Street
I
corn.
couldn't eat it. I ate the fish though. But the corn,
Jesus Christ. Are you gonna order it today?
That was like
going
half
to
your meal. Like
that's
that's
going
half
to
the price.
fuck up my stomach.
See, that's when I'm ordering food. If I don't like an item, that counts. That's like $5 of the price.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
you
know what I
gotta
mean?
eat it.
Yeah.
So either I gotta eat or I'm not ordering it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that.
That's just me naturally.
I'm saying if you get it by accident, like you didn't realize. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I gotta eat it.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
really
yeah,
like
yeah.
it, but I'm
'Cause
gonna eat it.
I'm a
'cause
bang
I
for
paid for it.
Yeah, I'm a bang for my buck
Yeah.
type of guy.
I don't even like it. I'm just gonna eat it.
I gotta before we close everything out, I gotta do some shout outs.
Okay.
Okay.
David
Well,
Hovey,
We got.
he's
10
showing
minutes
us a lot of support right now. He's reposted podcasts, stuff like that. He's a bodybuilder. He won some really big bodybuilding competition a couple weeks ago, and he's got another one in July. So go check him out, David Hovey, on Instagram.
You have his Instagram? I can put it in the bio.
Yeah,
Or
well,
in the
yeah. I will
description.
have it in the bio and everything. Please go follow
Description.
him. He's really dope guy. You know, he takes time and talks to everybody, even though he looks like he don't have the time to do anything but work out.
Workout.
But I gotta give a shout out to him. Obviously, gotta give a shout out to Nico. Can't wait to have you on next week,
Yeah.
man.
Shout out.
Shout out to Josh, the Karate Combat Champion. Josh Quayhagen, he's sensei. Yeah, so I had to give those shout outs because it's just people that have been shouting us out. Logan Romero, thank you for the shout out. We had a shout. He put it on our story. He's been Ethan Doyle. They've all
Big
been
Ethan.
they've all been
Ethan.
promoting this. And guys, let's be honest. We all had high hopes, right, for it. I did
Yeah.
not think it was going to get as much review as it did as the first one did.
Great group of guys.
Great group
Great
of
group
guys.
of guys. Hey,
That was a
That
shout
should be
out
our
to
motto.
whoever left. I want whoever left that review on Apple. First of all, thank you.
That
Thank
should be our
Second of all,
motto.
dude, hit us up with your real
Yeah.
That should be our
Instagram
motto.
I didn't
or
even know how to
Twitter.
pronounce
I don't know
it.
who that is.
And I don't know how you could listen to that last podcast and be like, oh, that's a great group
Great
of
group
guys.
of guys. Yeah, no.
No, that should be our motto now.
Great group of guys.
Great group of guys.
Who are we, Coach Egg? But
GGG. Triple G.
shout out Coach
That might
Egg.
have been him.
Triple G.
It was.
Great group of
That
men.
would
No,
be-
he would have said men.
Yeah, he would've
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
he would have
Said
said he
men.
would never say guys.
Some fine men.
Great
That's
group of
some
men.
fine men.
Great
Great
group of
men.
men.
Come
Get
on,
your
man.
eyes up.
Get your eyes up.
Get your eyes up.
What happens if he said that? He critiqued our pod. He's like, yeah, I loved it. Just
Hey.
get your eyes up. It was great. Just get your eyes up.
That's great, but your clothes are like they can be in the dryer.
Shout out Coach Egg, too.
Oh
But,
yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to all of them, and please keep promoting it because we're gonna recognize it. You know, as long as we can for the people who promote the podcast and everything. I have somebody actually hit me up. I'm not gonna like expose him until I talk to him, but he hit me up. It was actually the guy who wanted us to get the job at Olive Garden. We met him at the gym. He hit me up and
He
said,
starts training tomorrow.
"Oh, he got the job. It was supposed to be like, I don't know. Anyway, so
Don't put his stuff out there.
yeah. So anyway, he's real cool. I'm gonna meet with him. He wants to meet with all of us and really pick our brain because he wants to start a podcast for himself.
Okay.
Um,
What are we gonna teach him? We're
I mean,
episodes in.
let's be
We're
honest.
farther than some
Let's be
people.
honest. Look at the
True.
quality we have and look what we've actually done very good so far.
Oh, I agree. I'm
so
super proud of us.
we can give some pointers on what to do. And
He's doing a solo podcast.
No, him and a couple of friends.
Okay.
So, you know, and it's maybe guests down the road. I mean, we're really just trying to stick to like avenues that we're like in, former football players, fighters, stuff like that. But I mean, we're always open to new things, especially we don't know how big it's gonna get. We want it to be huge. But yeah, we just wanted to shout out everybody like that. Brody, go ahead and tell everybody what you're working on with the merch.
Right now, we're working on the designs right now.
Mm-hmm.
When we get the designs, I'm gonna send it to my buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's gonna send it to Houston, put it on a shirt, and it'll be good.
And
for
that's
there.
what-
Put that on a cracker, dude.
Put that on a
Put
cracker,
Put
dude.
that
He's
on
gonna
a
send it to
crack.
Houston. He's gonna put it on a cracker, dude. All right, Gabe, go ahead and tell him where you can find us. Huh?
Shit, that'd be
He's-
hilarious.
He he's gonna bring a pot of gumbo.
But yeah, you can find us on Apple Podcasts for now. We're trying to get to Spotify. We're-
YouTube probably this week.
YouTube's gonna be coming with video and audio, so we'll have that coming this week. Like I said, we're working on Spotify. SoundCloud, we're probably not gonna be on anymore, just
Mhm.
because of that's more of a musical thing. So
Mhm.
we decided to go straight with the podcasting app. It's easy. It's on most of everyone's phones. So, and like I said, if you don't have it, we will have the video coming to YouTube. So.
Yeah, and Todd, go ahead and tell them when we're gonna drop and everything like that. Me and you are in charge of the editing portion of it. So when we deciding to drop, are we gonna be dropping the video today or just the audio today?
Probably just audio today.
Okay.
I want to make sure we get the video buttoned up, being that JR has now filmed 3 and we've released 0.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure we get it buttoned up. I'm going to say at the latest it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Ain't bad.
Okay, and I just want to say again, thanks for everybody who sat through this whole podcast and listened. We talked about something totally different today. It was a totally
Fights?
different, fighting. We talked about
Sports.
music,
More sports.
but I mean, that's how you get a good podcast. You got to be diverse. You got to really relate to everybody.
And that's another thing I want to say. Like, if y'all have we had only 9 reviews when I last checked it. But if y'all 9 people want a topic,
Hold up. We had a lot of views.
views.
No,
No, I'm telling you,
reviews.
reviews.
Oh, okay.
Reviews.
Well, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. If y'all have a topic,
5-star
just
podcast.
tell us. Tell
Yeah,
us.
drop
Tell us
on-
anywhere.
Yeah.
Snapchats,
I'll put.
Personal
I'll have our
attention.
Instagrams. I'll have our Snapchats, and I'll have everything in the description this time. So just let us know any topics y'all want us to go over, and we'll
Yeah.
go over easily.
Yeah.
Because we bring you opinions from the crown down.
Yep, from the crown down. That's everything.
Yeah.
That's
I heard
everything
that.
from the crown down and
That's the
everything in between.
name.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
I want to give a big shout out to JR. Thank you for still
Yes,
coming,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Gotta
Thank
sit
you,
in that,
thank you.
that hot closet.
Hot closet.
I've been
Steaming.
adding coats. Hot on a hot closet. But anyway,
Hot shower.
yeah. but thank you, JR. We appreciate everything, bro.
Yes, sirski.
But I think that's a wrap for today.
Yeah.
These
I like
podcasts
that.
go by so fast when we're doing it.
It's
I know it's so
insane.
fun.
It's
I
so
love
fun.
it.
Insane.
I love doing it.
It's
But
good timing, though, because I have to piss so bad.
Yeah, I
I
do
do
have to
too.
too.
My-
Ben
Oh, we're all
Askren.
going to piss?
My toes are hurting because I need to piss.
Ben
so bad.
Askren.
That's
Is that
insanely
weird?
weird.
Is that
That's
weird?
super
I think
weird.
that's
Or
your
is it just me?
diverticulitis.
Yeah. All right.
Diverticulitis.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
All right. Thank you. Peace.
Peace.
Ben Askren.
Another great podcast.
Yes, sir. Hey guys, I was also